press go already, yeah?
Eyes are fetus still.
Alright, you want to give all praises to Yahweh. You're live. You're live. Alright? I give all praises to Yahweh. Alright? Double honor see apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you. Hopefully elect. Alright, this is Trinidad Camp Gms here. Alright, topic tonight, starting off with grievous death. Alright? 16 and 4.
This is Jeremiah 16 verse 4. They shall die of grievous deaths.
Right? So the scripture says they shall die of grievous death. So when you look at the news, I see people getting crushed, people getting bounced on by vehicles, alright, natural disasters, earthquakes killing people, alright, and the way all the people dying is very grievous. You understand?
Reading on. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried.
Alright, so the scripture says they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried. Alright, that goes back to what? You're mining in the world. You understand? And that goes on all head too. So when you see what for you, being a you. Alright? Just on me chopper. Against them and fleece them. Alright, so the scripture says another way. So people go and bombs, you know, go to your guns. Alright? Right here in Trinidad, they have tankers, they have radios and stuff. So when niggas think, you know, you have a gun at your side, alright, you better bet your bottom dollar. Better bet your bottom dollar. Whatever they say, in Trinidad here. You understand? Because the Lord is a scripture in the book of the prophecies. The Lord says He take away the strength from us. Alright? We don't have no strength in us right now. The only strength we have is through the scriptures and through the knowledge of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Alright? And hopefully some of us we are going to receive spiritual power, alright, in the coming days that are ahead of us. Alright?
Continuing in Jeremiah 16 verse 4, it says, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth.
Right? So we're going to be seeing your dead bodies on the face of the earth like dung. Alright? It's just like what's going on in Venezuela. That's like what's going on in Venezuela. It's going to happen right here too. Your body, the scripture say your body going to be like dung on the face of the earth. That is going to be the new thing out here. Alright? With all these mass death, women going to be raped. You understand? They're going to have dead bodies all over the place. All over the place. And you people think in your mind that you're going to be here next 20 years. You have a future in this place. Alright? But we are the wise men and we have the oil. Alright? We are the wise men is the scripture talk about.
Precept. Yeah. Jeremiah 15, starting from 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such are for the dead to death, and such are for the sword, and such are for the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said Yahweh, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, the fowls of the heavens, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy.
Alright, so that scripture they talk about different types of death and calamities. Alright? Such are for the sword to the sword. You understand? Who had to die by the gun? You will die by the gun. Alright? He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword. Alright? You people are going to be hungry for lack of water and bread, and you're going to be killing each other out here. Alright? You people really think, as I've been saying, you people think that your whole life is going to be spent here in this kingdom. Alright? Plenty of you people have death coming your way, and you don't know it. Alright? Trinidad is going to turn just like Venezuela, and maybe worse. Alright? Such a for the sword to the sword. Alright? That different type of death. Not everybody going to die the same way. Alright?
Let's preach it. Jeremiah chapter 25 verse 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. And they shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
You can just read the last part, the last section.
It says Jeremiah chapter 25 verse 33. I'll read this. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor buried. They shall be dung up. They shall be dung upon the ground.
So the scripture says for one end to the other. So when you look at the news, you're going to be seeing mass death all over the earth. Alright? And nobody ain't going to have no time to bury no dead body. Alright? So when you look at the news, alright, you're going to there's this destruction everywhere. Alright? Riots. Alright? People are going to be rising up against the governments. Alright? People are going to get fed up. And every time you look at the news, it's more worse it's gonna get. It's more crime, alright, more poverty, alright, more frustration, alright. The people they're getting fed up, alright. But you 2/3 of the house of the nation of Israel, which are you Negroes, you Latinos and Native. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. You make up the 12 tribes of Israel, alright. And we are out there telling you that great death is coming. Alright, that great death is coming upon the face of the earth. Alright? The Lord is bringing death upon the face of the earth.
That's right.
That we're seeing plenty of the Negro women especially getting raped and killed. Alright? That's some news. Things are happening in the land. You're not seeing on news too. You understand? We are warning you people about the great terrors to come. Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, starting at 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Just speak, I'll continue.
Yeah. You read about the first part?
Isaiah chapter 13 verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Yeah, so right now we lifting up that banner. Alright, you people, you better come now and get this thing while it's here. Get it while it's hot. You understand? Right now we lifting up that standard. The Lord told us to come out here on the highways and the byways and lift up a standard for all the wickedness that's being done in the land right now. The scripture says this is an adulterous generation. Alright? It's all kind of idol worship. Goes straight on to adultery committed. You understand? Men being effeminate. Alright? And the other abomination that we don't know about that has been hidden secret. Yeah.
It says verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as the great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle.
Right, the Lord says he have called his mighty one. Alright, the sanctified ones.
Elect.
Alright, and that is speaking about the elect. Alright? That is speaking about the elect. Because only the elect is going to be the last, the one that is going to stand up for the Lord's word, for the word of the Lord. For the word of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright? The elect will be we're going to push that word on full truth. 100% truth.
It says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Right, and that weapon, it could go twofold too. Alright, because the Lord say, the scripture say that we gonna, some of the men, as I said before, are going to receive spiritual power. Alright, we are going to be the Lord's battle axe. Alright, once we get that spiritual power, you people are going to be in trouble. Alright, you people are going to be in trouble. The Lord is going to come with 10,000 of his angels and put all the wicked of the house of Israel, go straight on to the other nations to death. Other nations going in slavery, by the way. But all the wicked Negroes, Latinos, and Native, which belong to the house of Israel, the Mosiah is coming back. The Lord is sending back his son, which is Yahushai, to destroy all the wicked niggas.
That's right. It says, verse 7, therefore shall all the hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them, and they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another, their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Yeah, the scripture say pangs and sorrows go take hold of you people. And that is only how you people is listen. When you're in pain, when you're about to die. Alright? The Lord is going to bring his indignation upon the face of this earth. Alright? You men who want to be homosexuals, who want to shave off all the hair off your face. Alright? In your mind, you're feeling everything. You don't know shit. Alright? Especially the elders today, especially the elder woman and the elder men today. Alright? Growing up these demons, these wicked ass people, this wicked and abominable generation today. These parents them too. And you can't blame them too because they don't know.
Now, what priest fail? It's Isaiah 59 and 18. According to their deeds, accordingly, he will repay fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies, and to the islands he will repay recompense.
Right, the Lord is going to pay recompense. So you people going to watch us out here, alright, in our sackcloth, looking like we're mad, looking with beard on your face, you understand? And talking shit about us, saying, what's the most I going to say? Them fellas don't know what they're saying. They really from the white man book. You understand? You scoffing, you're a scoffer. And you scoffers have a part to play in the lake of fire. You understand? Yeah, alright, bring it.
Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord Yahushai, until the day I rise up to pray. For my determination is to gather the nation, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger.
Alright, so the Lord say, wait ye upon me. So like you homosexuals, according to the law, the Most High, you homosexuals supposed to be put to death. You idol worshippers supposed to be put to death. You understand? That's why the Lord say, wait ye upon me. Alright? Wait ye upon me. The Lord say, vengeance is mine. You understand? So vengeance belongs to the Most High, and until the Lord come back here, that is when you people gonna see the real side of us. You understand?
For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
So all the earth will be devoured with the fire of jealousy, that is judgment. Alright? That is the nuclear missile that's going to be shot in World War III, what you people don't know about. Thinking that the lake of fire, some hole going to open up in the earth or some kind of madness. Alright? The scripture says the sky go depart like a scroll and fall in itself. And that talking about what the nuclear missile will hit. Alright? Yes.
For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord Yahushai, to serve him with one consent.
Right, and that pure language goes back to what? That goes back to the Lashawan Kodash, the ancient Hebrew. the tongue are the angels. Alright? We're going to be singing this song. The songs are the prophecies. Alright? That is song that only the elect know. Not you dumb people out here. You people like zombies. You don't know what's going on. Alright?
This is Joel 1 verse 15. Alas, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come.
Right, alas, the destruction will come from the Almighty. When we see great Babylon being destroyed, we're going to say, alas, alas, finally. Alright, finally. Because from the time we see that place being destroyed, that we're going to know Kingdom of Heaven is ours. The kingdom will be ours after. That's what we're waiting on right now. For great Babylon, which is America, to be destroyed. Right? Alright? Because your pastors in your church ain't going to tell you that. Your pastor's going to be preaching and telling you about prosperity. Alright? And so I see it.
Shalom, Makia, money coming board.
Shalom.
Yeah, Shalom, Makia. You understand? They're teaching you not to keep the laws of the Most High. Alright? They tell you don't keep the law, but one law they're keeping is the tithes. Pay your tithes. Come with your tithes and your offering. They're keeping that law. But all the other laws, they don't want it. They're hypocrites.
It says Malachi chapter 3 verse 8. Will a man rob the Most High? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offering.
That's why the scripture says you're going to be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. All you that teach the people not to keep the laws, you're going to be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. The Lord, the Messiah say, that is in Matthew, he say, he that teacheth. Can't put my finger on that, boy. Yeah, bring it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 35, verse 1. He said, he that keepeth the law bringeth offering enough. He that taketh heed to the commandment offer a peace offering. So them pastors like to use the scripture to say that, you know what, they had to pay a tithe with a man rob God, right? The Most High wasn't talking about literally, physically cashless, right? The Most High was talking about your deed, right? That's why he said, he that keepeth the law bringeth offering enough. So when you keep the last to your best ability, the Most High say you bring it offering enough, right? He said, he that taketh heed to the commandment, offereth a peace offering. I will show you and he can show you what more see. So when you keeping the law, when you take heed to the law, you're making a peace offering. Because you're making a peace treaty with you, or you between you and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right?
So basically being formed favorable in a sight.
Go back to what? Grace. Right? He said, he that requireth a good thorn, offer fine flour, and he that giveth alms, sacrifice praise. That's right. So this is the offering that we got given to the Heavenly Father. You can't pay the Heavenly Father no money. Most of you want no money. Right? He said, to depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Lord, and to forsake unrighteousness is a propitiation. So these are the things that the Most High want me to do. Right? This is about how the brother bring that us now.
Hey, and to go back on it, this is Job chapter 15 verse 34. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and the fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their bellies prepare deceit. Because you were saying that basically they're not feeding the sheep. You understand? And they say that the Lord done away with, but yet still they want to take the tithes and the offering. So there's hypocrites. So most I say the tabernacle is going to be desolate with fire.
That also go back to getting our blind. So when you keep the laws, statutes and commandments and the Most High, you get that blind. That's what the 10 commandments is showing mercy to thousands of them that love me and keep my commandment. The Messiah say, if you love me, keep my commandment. You understand?
Hey, and even going back to this is Proverbs 22:22. Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate, for the Lord will plead their cause and spoil the soul of those that spoil them. Because they have many people that don't believe. They don't believe in the Bible because they say, what? I was this, I was a Christian, I was a Baptist, I was this, I was everything. Right? And all they want is more money. All they want is more money. Look the Pentecostal church right now. What is Universal Church is what? $1,000 line, $100 line, $50 line. You know, they're actually telling you how much tithes and offering to pay. Right? But you're paying that. But what spiritual edification? What sanctification of your soul you ain't getting none. You know? Because the pastor's supposed to bring out the scriptures, break it down to you and make it be a comfort to your soul. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that. So guess what? They're spoiling the sheep. So they now lose faith. You understand? But anyway, the Most High already said that faith was given to the righteous from the womb. So nevertheless, they was destined to die.
This is Jeremiah 10, verse 20 and 21. My tabernacle is spoiled and all my cords are broken. My children are going forth of me, and they are not. There is none to stretch forth my tent anymore, and to set up my curtains. For the pastors are become brutish and have not sought Yahweh Baal Shem Shai, therefore they shall not prosper, and all their flocks shall be scattered. Right? So like we are saying, these pastors, they basically always on their own gain, right? And what they do, they're on their own gain. They're not feeding the people. They're not healing the broken-hearted. They're not bringing sight to the blind. They're not breaking down the scriptures. So you'll find people to leave one church, leave one religion, to go to the next and go to the next and go to the next. And we're going on, as the brother is saying, right? They're spoiling the sheep. When they spoil the sheep, people are going to do what? They're going to lose faith. They're going to start to say, well, the Bible not real. Right? They're going to start to say, man write the Bible and all kind of thing. But it's because the pastors did not good shepherds.
This Jeremiah 22:22. He said, the wind shall eat up all thy pastors, and thy lovers shall go into captivity. Surely then shalt thou be ashamed and confounded for all thy wickedness.
Yeah, they'll be ashamed and confounded, because at the end of the day, they'll know that we were the men of the Lord. That we were the prophets that was among them. Right? I one after them.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Mashiach.
That's right. Yeah. So according to the scriptures, scripture talk about false prophets, false apostles. You understand? Because really and truly, they come in wolf sheep clothing. Alright? Because many of the people today that they are not they don't have that spiritual eye to see from right or wrong. Alright? That's why we out here, the Lord woke up men, alright, to come out here to teach, to tell you people the truth. They're doing the same thing that the apostles was doing back then. But that's right now, the technology that's a little different. Alright?
That's some, bro.
Yeah. This is Ezekiel chapter 34, starting at verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? He eat the fat, he clothe you with the wool. He killed them that are fed, but he feed not the flock. The diseased have he not strengthened, neither have he healed that which was sick, neither have he bound up that which was broken, neither have he brought again that which was driven away.
And Salak, what you talk about in this sense, you talk about literally like a literal breakbone, literal blindness, no. Talking about in the spiritual sense, no. Right? Because on this side, it's spiritually called Egypt and Sodom. So now everything is no longer carnal, the carnal done away with, but now everything is spiritual. It's spiritual slavery, it's spiritual blindness, it's spiritual wickedness in high and low places also.
Yeah, I want to say
Yeah. Let the I do his one and then I'll come in mine.
It's Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in clothing, but inwardly they are ravishing wolves.
So in the sense like brother was saying here, wolf in sheep clothing. How? Because hey, they come to you prophesying what smooth words, they come, they prophesy, sow a seed, and whatever the case is, but really and truly they're looking to reap.
They really actually select they devour in your soul because they're not building you up, they're not strengthening you as you was just saying. So they Matthew chapter 10 verse 9. I said at 6. I says verse 6, he said, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and as you go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out the devils, freely ye have received, freely give. You understand? So yeah, going back to the Ezekiel act, you know, yeah, you were saying, no, Ezekiel 34 that I was just reading, you know, you were saying that it's not like physical, it's a spiritual. How we doing it? We doing it by breaking down the scriptures that say the Lord, but breaking down the prophecies and breaking down, giving it the understanding of the truth, right? So when we do that, what we give the righteous hope, right? But yeah, and we give sight to the blind, right? We bring back the dead, because remember the scriptures talk about the valley of dry bones, right? So we put back sinews and flesh on the bones. So that, go ahead. Sorry. Shalom, this is holding for the coming of Yahweh Shai. He says Shalom Hakim. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Shalom. Go ahead.
Yeah, and if I can say this too, that is also wisdom, because the Lord say, right now we give them the prophecy of Jonah. Jonah didn't want to prophesy, he didn't want to heal no sick and raise no dead. He went and preached destruction. So right now, what we doing spiritually is waking up the dead, making it blind, which is the spiritually blind see. You know, we killing you sick, you people with all these demons on you, we cursing you out. You understand? That is simply what we really doing, and that alone is just wisdom.
And also too, let's bring a scripture to kind of say, in John chapter 10 and verse 27, my sheep hear my voice and know them and they follow me. So not just coming out here and do the works also, but for the elect to pass by and really hear the word too, and we come to.
Well, I have a scripture to back that up. This is Zechariah chapter 3 verse 4. And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, take away thy filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with a change of raiment. And that's what's going on here. When we come and we bring out that the laws, the statutes and commandments, they still stand, they still valid, right? Which is contrary to what Christianity say, because Christianity will say grace. The understanding of the word grace is favor in the sight of the Most High. How do you find favor? By keeping the commandments. You understand? So that's how these pastors really steal from the Most High. That's how they really they keep the dead. You understand?
Scripture say in Baruch, right? So like I know them brothers on them some, but just to kind of back what brother is saying, it say, oh Israel, happy are we for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. You have good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel, right? And the things that was pleasing unto the Most High, to find that favor, to find that grace, as the brother was saying. Basically, the Most High give you the laws of life to keep. You understand? And only the living shall praise the Most High, not the dead. So that is why we bring the laws of life, the words are living water to you people to refresh your bones. You understand? To take you out of darkness into the light of Yahushua HaMashiach. You understand? That you'll no longer be dead. Right? But that is how you're going to find grace of favor in the Most High. Yeah, walk in the light thereof. Right? Chapter 8 verse 20 says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to the word, it is because there is no light in them.
And I say back over you just said it. They cannot fully explain it. You know, so the scripture says to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to what we say, right? To what the apostles say, there is no light in them.
According to what the Bible says.
Because what the Bible says. You understand? You will learn the truth. That the men of great milestone, the apostles, and pushing you the truth in sincerity. You understand? The right and proper way.
Imams, all the imams, all the Rastafarians, all religions, all is scattered the flock on the Most High. Right? Because why? You teach them things that is not profitable unto them. You understand? Go ahead and say something else, sir.
I can say something real quick. Pastors of them, they teach you them vain things. But when you come out here, more or less we giving them that living water where they'll never taste. Just a quick scripture back of that. John chapter 4 and verse 14. But whoever drinketh of the water that I shall give shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life.
Springing up into everlasting life, right? Somebody give me Isaiah 41 and I'll let you know. And somebody give me Psalms 119 and 9. Just now, I'll let you know. Psalms 41 and verse 17. Right? Yeah, go ahead with Psalms.
Psalm chapter 119 and 9. Where we told, shall a young man cleanse his ways? By taking heed hereto according to thy word.
Yes, where we told a man shall cleanse his way by taking heed to the word. Right? That word is our water. Where living waters going on too. You could drink from the living waters and you could wash yourself with the living waters. You understand? It constantly flowing. You understand? It's not stagnant, it's not dead. Right? And the Most High say He going to open that fountain onto the poor and the needy, the people who need that water, the valley of dry bones. That is how He going to make that the wilderness a flourishing land. You understand? And somebody give me Psalms chapter 1. Well, it is Isaiah chapter 41. Matter of fact, give me Psalms 1 first. Salam.
Psalm chapter 1 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinner, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Right, his delight is in the law. That way he meditating in. Go ahead.
And in his law do he meditate day and night.
Well,
and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruits in its season.
And the Most High looking for people to bring forth fruit. You understand? And that is the men of great millstone right about now, starting with the other apostles of great millstone. John 15 and give me verse 3. You understand? But when you're in the law, you meditate, you live. That is the living waters, you'll flourish. Right? The Most High ain't looking for dead trees. Right? He's looking for something that living that will praise him. And the living will praise his holy name. You understand?
John 15 verse 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
Right. Go ahead.
Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abide in the vine, no more can ye except ye abide in me.
And the men are great millstone are the men who teach in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in sincerity and in truth. Right? So we abide. Then the scripture said that in the beginning was the word. Isn't Yahushai the word? Did he come in the volume of the book? Right? So if we stay within that sect of truth, right, we will be living before the Most High. Right? That is the valley of dry bones coming to life. You understand?
This is John 7 verse 16. Yahushai answered them and said, my doctrine is not of mine, but is his that sent me. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of Yahweh or whether I speak it of myself.
Can. Right? The scriptures say the things that Yahushai teach is what he learned of his father. Right? And we know that the words of Yahweh is tried, right? Purified 7 times. That's why Yahushai is not right? Give me the arm.
Where they say though, that one there.
12 and 6.
6, 12 and 6, yeah. This is Psalms 12 and 6. The words of Yahweh are pure words, as silver tried in the furnace of the earth, purified 7 times.
Yeah, purified completely. So you know in that water, I can't say it don't have bacteria, but if it have bacteria, it's good bacteria. Friendly bacteria. You understand?
It said, thou shalt keep them, O Yahweh, thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever.
From this generation forever. Right, which me and our brother is saying, boy, this is last generation, because you watch the youths growing up these days, hey, there's the worst. There's the worst, you understand?
Isaiah chapter 41 verse 17. When the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst, I Yahweh will hear them. I, power of Israel, will not forsake them.
Right? When the poor and needy need water, he basically Most High open the windows of heaven. Right? And he pouring that living water now on the children of Israel, bringing them back into that covenant. Right? The Most High will not cast all the people that he found you. Right? All you church people are destroying the flock, saying that the Lord ain't dealing with Israel again. Right? You Israelites are the Negroes, the Latinos, and the natives. Right? You make up the children of Israel. And the Most High sent us out for you people to save you from the time to come. Right? To feed you. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh shall not a man live. You understand? That is why we're in a poor case right about now. So the poor man could cry out unto the Most High, and he will hear. You understand? I just like bring this first.
Right on what you was now saying.
Alright, go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 30 verse 5. Every word of Yahweh is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him.
Right, to them that put a trust in him. People who sit in solitary places, people who looking for a defender, people who won't be proud, people who will humble themselves before Yahweh Shai. These are the people we're looking for. Not men who will say, we are Lord, we will come no more unto thee. Right? Not all these government ministers, whatever the cases, or rich people like Esau. I mean, look at the proud. Hey, destruction come passing them about. It's just a matter of time. You understand? But as the scriptures say, right, or Camp I love to bring it out, basically wisdom dwell within Israel. You understand? And unto you, the children of men equal. Somebody could give me Proverbs 9 if anybody else wants to say anything.
This is right? This is Isaiah 55 verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters.
Yeah, so it's at a point in time when we was out there, when we used to go to church, Jed, really and truly, we was lost. Right? We was thirsting for the truth. The elders, the apostles, are great millstone. I can remember here, I saw ya. And the apostles, I believe, at the age of 24, he was looking for the truth. And the same day he found it, the Most High poured out that water. You understand? At that time we was thirsting for the truth, we couldn't find it. Right? But the Most High had mercy, because why? He knows what's in our hearts. We don't know what the hell in our hearts. Right? Because the scripture said the heart is deceitful above all things, but the Most High finds something within us that he called us. We can't say we chosen yet, because there's only then shall we know who is chosen when the great tribulation comes. But at this point in time, he calling us to the work, and hey, with that we say to our Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You understand? Right.
And he that had no money, come ye, buy and eat.
Yeah, and he that had no money, come ye, buy and eat. You understand? We don't have to go to no church to pay no big lump sum tithes and offering and pay for no light. But no, wisdom is found on the streets. She utter her voices in the chief place of concourse. You understand? When you people go to church, however the case is, whether what religion you don't ain't heaven, but the pastors like Reverend Wolves and the brother was saying, as the next brother said, they're spoiling the flock of the Most High here. They're devouring the people. Right? But the Most High had compassion upon the people, like why he sent us out here. You understand, go ahead?
Our precept here. Acts chapter 7 verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands. As the prophet, as said the prophet, heaven is my throne, The earth is my footstool. What house will ye build me, said the Lord, or what is the place of my rest?
Yeah, because the Most High don't dwell in temples made by man's hands. Right? We could tell you who dwell in them temples, you people in. Right? The damn devil. Because it's the philosophy of Esau that you people teach in the churches. You understand? Go ahead and then get to that.
Buy wine and milk without money and without price.
Buy wine and milk without money. That wine ain't talking about no grape juice, no strong morbid. But actually this wine here is talking about the unadulterated doctrine, that pure wine. You understand? Without money. You don't have to go to church to find God. The Most High will find you. Alright? Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
That's right.
Right? A lot of us didn't know we would have been out here on the highways and byways preaching and people scoffing after us, laughing, calling us madmen. But the Most High have mercy. Hey, for our shame we will receive double. Right? So guess what? Some of us, you people, will cause to be put to death. Some of us have to die, and guess what? We don't face that fact already.
Hey,
Some of us, we
come again.
we'll just come again. And we'll come with wrath, we'll come with Yahushai in the glory of his Father. You understand? We don't hide in temples. If all they want hey, all they could come and get we anytime. We know the prophecies. We know the things that have to come to pass. The Most High is true that promise. Alright? Even though some of us might be frightened, the Most High will be our strength.
That's right.
Somebody, First Maccabees 12 and 9. Or if not 12 and 9, 9 and 12. Right? Because we eat this roll. So that goes, I say something. Yeah, can. And somebody give me Ezekiel 3.
Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is his treasure.
Can. The fear of Yahweh Shemashai.
This
You
is
understand? We will dwell in the tabernacle of the Most High. But wisdom, where's that wisdom of keeping the laws, the fear of the Most High, and the Most High will guide our paths. Those who hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Shemashai will will not feel the fear of the terror to come. They shall dwell in safety.
Isaiah 8 and 13. Sanctify Yahweh of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread.
Let the Most High be our fear and our dread. We don't fear Esau. Alright? The Most High is the one that we fear. You church pastors hide behind walls because you fear. Right? We come out here because the only thing we fear is the Most High. If the Most High be first, then who could be against us? Right? Psalm 27:1. Real quick. Psalm 27:1. Yeah, all of them.
This is
Daughters and music will grind going.
Psalms 27, verse 1. Yeah, and it says, the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, is my light and my salvation.
Word.
Whom shall I fear?
So the Most High is our light and salvation. Who shall we fear? Word.
The Lord is my strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?
Who shall we be afraid? Even though if the enemy coming like a flood, the Most High will lift up a standard against him. Go ahead.
When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came up upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell.
Yeah, that was going to happen to the so-called white man. Right, the brother was telling him about our next brother was talking on the highways and the byways and basically saying that he's so ready for this race war. Jake all over the place. So when you think Jake only black, hey, you're wrong. It's a confusion of face. You understand? And guess what? We are the Most High weapons of war. He made us a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Right? We are a lion in the midst of our enemy. You understand? But to the Most High, we'll seek our help. We don't fear, man, what man could do to us. Yeah, you got your blades, your tree lines, your guillotines, your guns, or whatever the case is. But trust me, you can't shoot after the Most High. We're apocalypse.
You can't shoot after a spirit.
You can't shoot after a spirit.
I have this quick one for you. Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her, come, he assemble all the beasts of the field come to devour.
Like a speckled bird. You understand, with different shades of brown, right? And because of the confusion of faces wearing other people's skin, right? The scripture say basically that we'll hide with Moab. So it had shakes look like Moab. You understand? That is exactly.
Hey, just going back on what you were saying there, because you say you saw him ready for this race war, because basically you have more Jake than Esau. This is Genesis chapter 49 verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Right? So right now, if we scattered all about, right? And hey, you talk about as a prey, and listen, you talk about he's going up and stooped down. So he basically in his seat of Babylon. He there in the midst, right? But who gonna rouse him up? The spirit of the Lord gonna rouse them up. The Lord gonna put back that spirit in them. Just like how you put back the spirit in the Medes and all these other nations to prepare them for war. He's gonna put back that spirit in Jake for them race wars.
That's right.
Why that?
I say this thing that Esau do it just for a limited time. So that's our scripture that we're going to consider. It ain't gonna be forever. This Psalm chapter 2, 1 all the way to 4. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The king of the earth set themselves, and rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heaven shall laugh. The Lord Yahweh Shemeshai shall have them in derision.
Yeah, the Lord shall have them in derision. When them thinking, hey, them going and profit the end, what thoughts is that the house is going to last forever? You think, boy, you going and prosper in the things that you're going to do? Come now, man.
The scripture, the brother. The brother Gms Paratham Nakwam said Matthew 10 and 28, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Which is
Yeah, and just the other day our brother Marcus was breaking that down. It goes back to his psyche, so the Lord could send him mad. So
Yeah, as you say, when you're reading now, it's like here, and I say, there's something about Judah now. The scripture say, Judah, thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. And that's what happening right now. Right now, Judah, them up in the neck. You understand? And
Go ahead.
another precept here. This is Zechariah 12 and 8. In that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of Yahweh before them.
yeah, so yeah, in that day, right? Yeah, so you go.
Yeah, so the scripture say we will be as God, as an angel. Now the scripture say
Spiritual
that we,
powers.
yeah, spiritual power. It's like here, you know. The scripture also say that a man go be a hiding place for this wicked ass woman I'm out here. You understand? Because really and truly, right now the Lord he raising up that banner right now. All right, we are feeble. We have no strength in we right now. You understand what really going on here? We have no strength in us. So the Lord will make us like an angel. I was gonna say something.
Yeah. So I'll pick up real quick. Psalm chapter 91 and verse 1. He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Which is the doctrine of word.
I'll say of the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God Yahweh, in him will I trust.
You understand? In the Most High Yahweh Shemeshai, that is we will trust. You understand? That's why the Most High doing things with the law of faith, right? The prophecy is coming to pass, right? And the more we trust in Yahweh Shemeshai, because we know, he said that he going to do this, he going to do that. So if we stick in his words, if we stick in the things that please him, he will fight for us. He will defend us. You understand? But the psalmist said, King David.
I'm a precept for you, just go on that, right? This is Job 29:4. As I was in the days of my youth, when the secret of Yahweh was upon my tabernacle, right? So yeah, we knowing the word, the law, having it back in, it being our first love. You understand? That's the secret place. We in the word. You understand?
Yeah, and first it's so secret. 2/3 of you Israelites can't get Romans 11:7.
No matter how much you go to church on a Sunday.
Yeah, no matter how much you go to church on a Sunday, rightfully said. Say what then had Israel obtained that we seek it for, right? But the elect had obtained it. So that is the secret place. 2/3 of you can go and get this.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 29:29. And the Lord, the secret things belong unto Yahweh, our power. But those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. Read again. Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 29. The secret things belong to Yahweh, our power.
Secret things is like men receiving spiritual power. You know, that supernatural power that read in Zechariah. That is the secret thing. Very long.
It says, those things which are revealed belong to us and to our children.
Right. Things that are revealed, that only revealed unto the Lord's men, which is the elect. Right? So these men, they might this truth, who really know the truth. They would get the secret things. That spiritual power is this one of the secret things. Because real power, men don't have real power right now. But we have a temporary authority.
The scripture say women are oppressed, children are oppressors and women are robots.
Right, so we need real power if we are attacked. Because the Most High, basically, when they say the Most High going to use us, He's going to use us to conquer all these nations. Right? He's going to use his men. He's not going to come down here and anything on his own. He would also have men to work with him.
I have a precept to break that down.
Yeah, bring it down.
This is Colossians chapter 1, verse 25. Wherefore I am made a minister according to the dispensation of Yahweh, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of Yahweh.
I'm a minister. I think we're going to next script there. It say I'm a minister of flame, which is basically means an angel, a light. You know?
Right?
Right, the prophets will the messengers.
It says, even the mystery which had been hid from ages and from generation.
Yeah, because the mystery was people couldn't get in the scriptures. They don't understand the scriptures to understand well.
It's still a mystery at rape doctrine.
Yeah.
Mary and Joseph had sex. It's still a mystery to them.
That's a mystery.
It have a lot of mysteries.
A lot of mysteries because
still the Lord name is Jesus. Salvation is for Israel. The Gentiles was Israel. The 144,000 they was with the Lord from in the beginning. They was alongside with Yahushua when he created the
another mystery is the chariots. That's a mystery.
Big mystery.
It's a big mystery because people don't understand that in the scriptures they have everything. They also have the weapons.
And next mystery is Esau is the devil. The so-called white man, his biblical name is Esau.
And the next mystery is exposing who the devil, Satan, and who what really is a Lucifer.
I have a precept again. I'm finished Colossians, but this precept very quick. Right. This is Isaiah 29:9.
Yeah.
Sorry. Isaiah 29:11. And the vision of all is become unto you as words of a book that is sealed. Because
when people look at the book, all they can see is just a book. It's just a book.
Just words put me up like how I see us teach.
This is the spirit. This is the spirit of the Lord.
In the book. So like how I see us teach is put betum. So the mystery can never be revealed if you don't go into the root words. So it's sealed. Right?
It's even sealed
with some Israelites.
Men who teaching the truth, but they're not teaching the whole truth. They don't have the full mysteries.
if you're not teaching, yo, if you're not teaching, let me say for instance in the church, if you're not teaching revenge is something that you elect waiting for. If
Justice.
Justice is, revenge is justice. If you're in church and they're not teaching that in church, then they're not teaching the mysteries and the scripture. Because one of the things is for men to get justice. Right?
It says, which men deliver to one another that is learnt, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot read, for it is sealed.
That is for men who really learn the scriptures. Some people will come out here and look at me and say, we know what we're talking about, but have you studied the scriptures? No.
That describe Nathan them, especially with that with the mark of the beast doctrine. Because their unlearned breakdown is that embargo. But we who learn going to the root meaning of the word, man.
That's why it's important to go into the root word. Root word is very important.
If I could say this,
We know.
they say one who was delivered, what was delivered to one that was learned. And said, read this, and I prayed and said, I cannot.
Yeah.
So that learned is also men who went to theology schools. Whatever the case is,
Scribes and Pharisees.
when you do stand and ask them, well, Pastor, what does this mean? Well, we got to go over that some other time, whatever the case is. But even when Yahushua asked the scribes and the Pharisees, the baptism of John, was it of men or was it from heaven, and they couldn't answer?
Yeah, because they chop themselves up. But they'll give power to Yahweh, but you'll give power to Yahweh, right? If they say if it was of God, right? And then it would increase the belief in him. And if they said of men, not by men he could have done, but they knew it was my men.
So from the time Yahushua start to open them seals, that is when this knowledge start to come down from heaven upon Abba Bibbins and the other elders. One was coming down to Great Millstone all the way down. You understand? This knowledge wasn't from, it wasn't carnal knowledge, but to the learned ones then. But they came to the men who ain't learned. That the scriptures say he chose the foolishness of this world to confound the wise.
Hey, actually this thing is really for the faithful. Because it's only the faithful. Because what the disciples say, didn't the scripture say that Elijah must first come? And Yahushua was to break it down to them that Elijah had already come and it was John the Baptist. Right? But they had faith in the scriptures. There was, you understand? It was a mystery. You understand? But they had faith. You understand? So when Yahushua broke it down to them, hey, it was plain to see. You understand?
Generation is a big mystery. So much mysteries that have in the scriptures. There's so much mysteries that they could almost never finish reading scriptures.
So like we're part of a precept, but one thing I want to say to the Bible itself is a mystery, because some people don't know it's actually words of God or the case says, you understand?
They don't know that scriptures, it's really it's racist, so to speak. It's a racist book.
Because, just as you're saying, because it all starts really, and that way go back to the name. Because when we come now, Revelation 5:5 talk about the lamb that was worthy to open the book. That was Yahushua. He died and was found worthy to open the book. Right? That's the precept, right? Sincere is the spirit. So watch. So with the name comes a different vibration. Because with Jesus and Christ, there is love and forgiveness. There is a one-sided, unbalanced homosexual. You understand? A homosexual and a persecutor of the church. A persecutor of the saints. Right? That is who Jesus Christ was. That is his vibration. He do your wickedness and then he tell you sorry after, and I love you and you love me back and everything okay. But he's a God. He's a God of balance. That gave commandments for you to find to be judged. You understand? So it's a different vibration. That way it really starts with the name. So any other organization, conference, what?
Another Mashiach.
Another Mashiach or another. I can't remember if it's Yahushua. Right? Jesus, the word Yahushua is supposed to be he delivers, or he's our savior, right? So they're preaching and Jesus is not a fucking savior. He was our captor and prisoner. That was his spirit, that was his ship that fucking carry us into captivity. You understand? So like for the obscene. So-called obscene. Go ahead,
See, Shalom, Zara.
What happened with that image usually come with a teaching, that's not in the scriptures, you understand? That come with that philosophy, that teaching of all Christianity, right? It exists in the scriptures. Now, they don't teach. Why they don't revenge? Which is what we were saying now. Forget right? Revenge is what? Justice.
Justice, yeah,
right?
can't.
That is real justice. They don't teach that. No, that somebody give them.
Just as you get that, right?
Isaiah 34 and 2.
Right, because you're saying there's a different vibration, right?
Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 15. So hast thou them that hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which thing I hate. Repent, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and I will fight against them with the sword of my mouth. Now, eventually, when you look at the word Nicolaitans, they were Christian sects, right? They were Christian sects. I was coming with a different doctrine, right? So guess what? That is Nathan them. That is Nathan them. That is Yahana or Yahina, whatever the fuck. Kofi. Who calling himself the comforter is a different vibration. You understand?
That is one thing right through. That's the law.
Yeah.
What up to the promises of the law?
Can.
Teaching that what up to the prophecies.
Can. Father has some here for longer while than I have some.
Yeah, he's
Good.
trying to bring the revelation. Alright, this is Revelation 5 verse 1.
Yeah, I think that's something enough. Good.
And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within, and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. Right? And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof.
Can. But that time Yahushua, when he died, he went up and he opened the seals, right? And that is when the understanding start to actually come on us, right? The true breakdown, right? But as the brothers are more saying about basically revenge and whatever the case is, because the scriptures speak about that. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 10 to 12. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torments ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Yeah, like the elect. They are the ones that stand firm, that keep the commandments. Right? That goes into the elect.
Can, and if I could say this, we are talking about it today. Let's have the witnesses. Oh fuck, these Jehovah Witnesses. I had to get on them. They always like to talk about, the laws done away with. But they like to talk about salvation for these other nations. Israel catch their ass for centuries. Every time they break the laws, they go into captivity. How the ass these other nations could come in just so free without keeping all these commandments? That is bullshit.
Salvation from what? You should ask them salvation from what?
Can. Now secondly...
No, you know why I should ask them salvation from what? Because what is the next name for the day of the Lord? Not judgment? The day of judgment?
Yeah.
So, how the Lord done away with if it had judgment? Judgment is recompense. The Lord say any law, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, right? Right? The Lord say he coming back to render unto every man his works, what he had done. Hey, so if you do wickedly, you're not supposed to be judged for that?
Yeah, man. That is judgment.
Yeah, sir?
Stupid assholes. Nah,
I
he
don't
hit
like that one.
that verse, daddy. Yeah, that is judgment. Somebody have a piece of money to go and spend. Right?
Yeah,
And next thing, as Bera was saying with judgment, what the word judge mean? To criticize from the law. So if it had no law, how do you ask?
Go ahead, yeah, you go ahead,
right?
you go ahead.
If it is a judgment day, right? And judgment to criticize from the law, like every courtroom. How it is the law done away with the laws, right? And next thing, they have a whole book called Revelation and the breakdown of Revelation, right?
The word revelation means to reveal.
So what about this this precept here? Right? Here is the patience, I fail to keep the commandments. An next word for commandments is laws, an next word is statutes. It's just different meanings towards it, right? Because statutes mean a standing law, right? But all of them is commandments the same way, right? So what about this? Those who keep the commandments, right? You people are is hypocrites, dumb dogs. You understand? Go ahead.
This is second is just 3 in verse 34. He said, "Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance." He said, and there also that dwell in the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. He said, "Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so keep thy commandments?" He said, "Thou shalt find that Israel by name had keep thy precept, but not the heathens."
Israel by name, but these people, like some people talk about the Gentiles in the flesh, and they come into the commonwealth of Israel. Hey, I was talking about the 10 tribes that were scattered abroad. You understand? I wasn't talking about Esau. So what Esau's salvation inside of that? If God so loved the world, why he hate Esau? What Esau's salvation inside of that? Right? The scripture says he found no place of repentance. When John the Baptist was on the scene, where they was crying out, they was crying for the people to repent. But Esau had no place of repentance. So the Lord really partial. Right? People come now, man, read the book. Read the book.
So if I could say this, Yahweh Shai, when he began his ministry, first words he said was, repent ye for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. If he saw him find no place of repentance, he wasn't speaking to Esau.
Yeah, in the first place.
You understand?
Repent means so what? Turn back. Turn back to what? Turn back to the law. The law was only given to Israel.
It's really easy, you know. If you understand that the law, who the law was given to,
yeah, well, now we know, say.
Your problem solved.
As the brother was saying, turn back. From in the book of Isaiah, he's the book of Jeremiah, he's saying turn back, return over back, slide and troll and find Mary unto you. Repentance was given to Israel from in the beginning. Before the world even began, the Lord probably said these people going to do fuck real. Okay, that means a repentance.
No, it was already set up.
It was already set up.
The first shall be last.
Where is it back from? It's back from sinning. Where is sin? Sin is the law. Who got the law? It's just break it down and come down to
Let me show them Jehovah's Witness them is full hypocrite, right?
Yeah.
And all these Christians are full hypocrite. They're fighting so hard to save the Edomites now. So they're fighting so hard to save the Edomites. What about the Chinese? What about the Africans? What about the East Indians? Yeah? What about the Syrians? You're fighting so hard to save the slave master. Yeah. Right? That's why you're fighting to save your slave master and to support what these idiots doing. If you're saying God so loved the world, right, but you only worry about the so-called white man, what about the rest of the nation? Come to them.
There's nothing.
But what, the one that keep worshiping this devil?
Our precept.
They want to incorporate everybody into salvation, but if everybody has salvation, where are you being saved from?
No, but they say everybody, but one specific race that I always try to defend is the devil.
That's the father.
Yeah.
They say I know incorporate everything into salvation. Who they going to be saved from? What they going to be saved?
When the scripture said the Lord has risen up a horn of salvation from our enemies. The scripture in Psalms 124, I believe verse 1 and 2 tell you that truly the Lord is good to Israel. You understand? Basically go on to say when our men rose up against us. You understand? When the Lord come back, what his garments going to be dipped in blood. So it's man.
Right, so basically if these so-called pastors in these so-called churches, they're not teaching destruction to your enemy, which they don't even know, they don't even understand where your true enemy is, who your enemy is.
The heathen.
Right? If they're not teaching, if they're not teaching destruction to the enemy, then they're not teaching the truth. Because the scriptures is all about that. What the good news is? What the good news is?
Salvation from the hands of our enemies.
The good news is destruction to the enemy. All that is good. All that is part of the good news. And the teacher too. So let's teach
There's something after Bora.
Yeah, this is Leviticus chapter 20. We kind of going, but 26 verse 46. These are the statutes and the judgment and the laws which the Lord had made between him and the children of Israel and Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. Him and the children of Israel and Mount Sinai.
Which one is incorporating everybody into that day? Because that 18 different nations.
That was when talking about actually bring back Israel after all they done. You understand? After Israel done fuck up. You understand? He said after all of this, I will not utter more covenant made on their fathers unto Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, and then he will bring them back. You understand? We actually went into that today, me and this brother here.
Go well, let's have a scripture here.
The hand of everybody can incorporate everybody into the scriptures, then him make up your own doctrine.
Our scripture that the apostle brought out last week Saturday, or Saturday, going there. Right?
Just bring this right.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 5, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High, that he may be counted worthy of the kingdom of the Most High, for which he also suffered. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Tribulation, right? The Most High, like the Most High about you, right?
Can the Most High basically going and trouble, who trouble?
Right?
You understand?
And if you're not teaching that, you're not teaching the truth, because that's in the scriptures. Revenge is in the scriptures. Revenge for your enemy is in the scriptures.
I have a precept that the apostle brought on last Saturday. Right? This is one.
And how you gonna get revenge? You're gonna have the supernatural power. Men gonna have bodies this fragile body. Man gonna need no gun and thing. Man gonna need you gonna be that weapon. Most I think gonna make you that weapon. Your extension to wherever you have in your hand. How David killed 1,000 with a sword alone? He wants the weapon.
The Lord said he make my feet like hinds feet. He said the Lord making my hands to walk. Spiritual power.
Like spiritual power.
David, Samson too, yeah. Anything, and then
just say, yo, when the Lord come, you know, think of eye. First Corinthians 15.
We're gonna have immortality, but we're not gonna have immortality like Wolverine. We gotta take time to heal. Then when we pass out for a bit, you gotta take time to heal and come back. No, we're gonna have straight immortality. Right?
Straight immortality. Man, that's what we're looking for. That's what he's looking for. That's what he's searching for the longest while now. I think he's doing all these tests and he's trying to make robots and
transhumanism.
All these things.
If I may say this, he making them skins and things now.
Yeah, the human skins.
To put your consciousness.
It's transhumanism. So if anybody had checked out the movie that pop, The Beyond, yeah, check it in, right? So The Beyond is that they was taking your brain and turning it into Andromedon and Ghost in a Shell with the girl who acts as Lucy. Yeah, into like humans, like surrogates. They're doing it. It is no longer sci-fi. Science fiction is real, right? So before we go far off the topic now, this is because the apostle was saying for all these fuckers and them who find that Esau shouldn't get judgment now, but say look what Esau did do we. It says when Moses and children of Israel, they need to pass through the land of Edom. And they was asking the king of Edom to just pass through, right? Yeah. And he refused. Yeah, so you see Numbers Numbers chapter 20 verse 17. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water, right, of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left until we have passed thy borders. And Edom said unto him, Thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. And the children of Israel said unto him, We will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet.
So Jake saying, hey, just let me pass now. If my cattle drink any water, we will pay for you. We will pay for you. We want no trouble.
God.
You understand?
And he said, Thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border. Wherefore Israel turned away from him. Right? So we had to pass a whole nother road, a whole long ass road. Right? Because what? Edom was wicked, so what? We shouldn't judge them? Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 35 verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
Right, and who was living in Mount Seir? Genesis is at 36 and 1.
36 and 8.
36 and 8. Right? And saying Esau is Edom. So Esau is living in Mount Seir.
And say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh power of hosts, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh power.
So that's the Most High saying he will not lay judgment on Esau. Because why? He will not explain why. Go ahead.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Right, a perpetual hatred. Right? Esau ain't do Jake nothing, you know. But the prophecies had to be fulfilled, whatever the case is. But that's what is shed the innocent blood of Israel. You understand? Right true. Right? Go ahead.
Reading on. And I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, and in time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Yeah, so the time we punishment had an end, you still come out, you still do wickedness by force of the sword, right? And you stupid ass jakes. I mean, you are these people, you don't even love yourself. You understand? To know that the so-called white man do you all of this, but you like, nah, forgive them, forget. But the Most High say no. Amos 1 and 11 say 2. Say basically, you know, for 3 transgressions and for 4 he'll not turn away.
I want to
Go ahead.
Let me get this one just before you get. You get that one. This is Genesis chapter 27 verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, the eldest son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doeth comfort herself, purposing to kill thee. And from then till now,
And forever, I mean, because you sold your birthright. You fuck up yourself literally, and when you're done, you're vexed with the man. You understand? Nobody can tell you to be wicked, to sell your birthright for a morsel of bloody meat, you damn ass. Go ahead.
Yeah, because he's faithless, he got no faith.
Exactly.
Right? And them reprobate, right? They don't know their own history. Because they know their own history, they know that this man did them wickedness. history from history come down. There's these devil doing their wickedness. And if you know anything about the Heavenly Father, you know the Most High require everything that is past. Right? This Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 15. He said, that which has been is now, and that which is to be had already been, and the Most High required that which is past.
Hey, and that's why he said love the iniquity for the children. Because right now, hey, them enjoying the past stuff, them enjoying the wealth that the fathers get by doing wickedness. So they're going to receive the judgment of the fathers, because why? They are the fathers. You understand?
This is Obadiah 1 verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates.
So that when Nebuchadnezzar and his troops came against Israel at that time, you stand up far off and you was rejoicing. But the Most High say he's going to cut you off forever, ever. You understand? And he will be sought never. You understand?
Jeremiah 49 verse 12. For thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
So you think in that case it's just like how we say it here in the Caribbean, what ain't messy ain't going on past here. You understand? And trust me, it ain't messy, you're going and get your cutters. You understand? And then after that the scripture say you'll be like one in a dream, you'll see you no more. Right? It's good riddance, Esau. You high class elites. Bye-bye. You understand?
Yeah. So like, yeah, that
too late
punishment,
now to say sorry.
That punishment that you're talking about in Jeremiah there is slavery. You understand? That fucking nuclear missiles to destroy your fucking kingdom, your paradise, and slavery for your mother.
You understand? And then after that, net.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah 51 verse 17. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of Yahweh the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling, and wrung them out. Jumping over to verse 22. Thus said Yahweh thus said thy power Yahweh, and thy God that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury, which thou shalt no more drink it again. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over.
You are afflicting us right now. You're making us buy your own water, you're putting chemicals in the air, right? You ain't giving me no justice, because if you do a crime and we do the same crime, you getting away scot-free, and we getting either 40 years in prison
or shoot on the spot.
Or shoot on the spot. They shot at an arm bright. You understand? You don't know what the orcs and them doing, but the relics. A white man with a sword in your wave, you know, stand down, whatever the case is, that is just to show the orcs was jakes. You understand?
The orcs was jakes.
He says Jeremiah 30 verse 11. You're short?
No.
Jeremiah 30 verse 11. For I am with thee, said Yahweh, to save thee. Though I make a full end of the nations where I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure. I will not leave you altogether unpunished.
Can't go back to the video that we do today. The Most High will not cast away the people that he foreknew. You understand? Because the Most High is saying, hey, I can get rid of any other nation I want to, but you are not going to make a full end of you. I'll punish you. You understand?
Consume.
Can't. You understand? He said, though these ordinances depart from me, you understand? He said he will not cast away Israel for all the do. I'll tell him, brother, today in the book of Numbers, Israel was basically doing shit in the wilderness, and the Lord, when he was talking to Balak and Balaam, he said, I have not found iniquity in Jacob. You understand? So it's what the Most High see. We might see something carnal, but the Most High watching the spirit, looking, because Jake they done by build the golden calf. They done do a whole set of shit in the wilderness. They done vexing the Lord, murmuring against Moses and the Lord. But when Balaam to come and basically curse Israel, he say, I have not seen iniquity in Jacob. You understand? So the Most High will make great unto all these other nations, but hey, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. These are my children. You understand?
Verse 16, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
So that includes Elam, that includes Moab, Tyre, Zidon, the Canaanites, the Jebusites. Who else? I forgetting anybody? Ishmaelites. None of them going to get away. Don't feel we only on east soil, because that's the main man. In Psalms 83, he was basically the main man on the top. Then the children's a lot, Moab and Ammon. And then the rest all they going and get it. Don't feel all they getting away, brother. No. All the rest, all the nations who hate Israel, guess what? All they hate the Most High too. Because they might pick these mostly. Basically, Most High said they might pick in any. All they playing disrespectful on.
Says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zan, who no man seeketh after. Thus said Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be built upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will glorify them, and they shall not be small. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me. And I will punish all them that oppress them. And their nobles shall be of themselves. So Trump ain't gonna rule over me no more.
Hey, and we feel we can't wait for that day. I mean, we might not have to deal with Esau the way how Judah dealing with Esau, because scriptures have to be fulfilled, them have to be in the neck. But I mean, you have to deal with Elam, you have to deal with Moab. And the way they just want to talk to you like it's dogs. I think I'm on.
This is Psalm 60, verse 8. Moab is my washpot, over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
I know Iowa can't wait for that day. I know Iowa can't.
Philistia triumph thou because of me. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Will not thou, O Yahweh, which has cast us off? And thou, O power, which didst not go out with our armies, give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Through Yahweh we shall do valiantly, for he is it that tread down our enemies.
The scripture said not by might, not by power, but by the Spirit of the Most High. You understand? So when that Spirit come upon us, hey, we're going to be like Samson in that day, like King David, that he precept the brother brought up before the house of David. You know, we'll be like God, hey, we're going on church. Most I just have to say, Yalak Wahara, go and kill. That is it.
Most I can put all them scoffers and them to shame too.
Yeah, can.
And them nigga woman.
Most I can put all of them to shame too. All them who talk about, you know, them, when we say that Charles the Lord is so-called UFOs, they laughing at us. Hey, when them so-called UFOs come with aliens and men getting beamed up, guess what? They will cry victim. Understand? It says, going on, it says, and their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governors shall proceed out of the midst of them. And I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engage his heart to approach unto me, said Yahweh? And he shall be my people, and I will be your God. Behold, the whirlwind of Yahweh goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind, which is them so-called UFOs. And it shall pour pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intent of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. And we in them latter days.
Revelation chapter 13 is a classic. 9 and 10. Because if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. You understand? So basically what it's saying there, it said this is the patience and the faith of the saints. This is what Peter, Paul, Jude, Matthew, John, Luke, all of them was waiting on. You see? That's why he say here, meaning this here is the patience and the faith of to see the people who lead them in captivity go in captivity. The people who kill them with the sword be killed with the...
He done a zealot already, so...
The grace shall waited for thee. Be thou their arm every morsel in the time of trouble.
The arm meaning the strength. You understand? The salvation that saved you by your right hand. You understand? Yahweh Shai. That is we arm, that is we trust on, that is we believe in this truth. To deliver we out of this hellhole what we living in right now, because this is hell. It's not heaven. Heaven is not waking up and seeing your people being oppressed. They're not fucking heaven. Because you sort of wake up in that manner.
Yeah, but that's why the scripture say.
Oh, go on.
Why the scripture say one to them that settle upon the least, upon the dregs. Because how the fuck you supposed to be a king, right? The Most High make you a king, a nation of kings. So he expect you doing certain things to live like a certain manner. But you all live like a fucking pig. Alright? Eating out what should the so-called white man do all that? Oh gosh. Goodbye Uncle Tom eating out of troughs, boy. You dropping a child there, walking on top of your fucking child, and you love this so-called white man. All the people probably Lord really shy call you with madness, boy. Because that is madness. In this day and age, I will see a white man walking on my child.
The Lord say, remember the days are old.
Can't. Why go to jail, yes? Smile on the face. You're about to be shy for the you know?
Jesus. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 2, verse 12. It says, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh froward things, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil, and delight in the frowardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked, and they froward in their paths. That is so-called white man. You understand? Yeah?
Yeah, because scripture said the both was set against one another from birth. Good was set against evil. And they are the sons of the wicked. They are evil. You understand? Why the fuck you want to save evil in your paradise?
You understand?
You're going into the kingdom of heaven, our paradise, our rest. You want to have evil in your paradise? They work. You got to eradicate them again. The scripture says never trust thy enemy because as iron rusted, so is their wickedness. You understand? So they're bound to come back out with that again.
You know clean your house from rat infestation to bring a fucking man.
Yeah, you call it the exterminator. Yeah, because Yahweh Shai come as the exterminator. Yeah. You understand?
The destroyer of the Gentiles.
When you finish?
Alright. This Revelation 22, I read from 15. It says, for without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. That is outside the kingdom of heaven. That is who it are there. These fucking other nations and Esau primarily.
The scripture say I see them afar off. You understand? Them outside the borderline of Israel, but them can't step foot near the holy land. You're mad.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 11, verse 42. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such that did thee no harm. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the might. The highest also looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled, and therefore appear no more. Thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed, and may return, being delivered from the violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy. I repeat, that she may hope for the judgment and the mercy. I repeat again, and that she may hope for the judgment and the mercy of him that made her.
Jeremiah 4:6. Set up a standard towards Zion. Retire, stay not. I will bring evil from the north, and a great destruction. The lion has come up from his thicket. The destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make the land desolate. And the cities shall be laid waste without any inhabitants.
So that habitation. Speaking about America, right? The eagle and the brother just spoke about America too. You understand? The Most High, he coming to destroy America. In the book of 2nd Ezra 15, when the chariots come, right?
Are there? Just call it.
2nd Ezra 15.
Right, verse 27. For now are thy plagues come upon the whole earth, and he shall remain in them.
34.
Alright, well 34, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 34. Behold, the clouds from the east and from the north behold, the clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm.
Yes.
They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star. And blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's hoof. Right? And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon the earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them.
Good.
What?
Yeah.
And then shall there come.
43.
Right. And then shall there come great storms from the south and from the north and another part of the west, and the strong winds shall arise from the east, and shall open it, and the cloud which he raised up in the wrath, and the star stirred to cause fear forward toward the east and west wind shall be destroyed. The great and mighty cloud shall be lifted up full of wrath, and the stars, that they may make all the earth afraid.
Stands and as the stars of heaven coming with Yahushua, the bright and morning star. You understand? And the chariots coming from the east to the west. You understand? With great wrath. So you understand? Go ahead.
And them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out over every high and enmity or eminent place and horrible star, fire and hail and flying swords and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers which the abundance of great waters, and they shall break down the cities and walls and mountains and hills, trees of the wood and grass of the meadows and their corn.
Right, so they're talking about the ICBM missiles too coming in. You understand? The flying swords. Alright, go ahead.
And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon, and make her afraid.
Yeah, so when the chariots come to America, right, which is spiritual Babylon, and the ICBM nuclear missiles, all the inhabitants of the land going and be afraid. You understand? Because guess what? That is death right at the doors. Go ahead.
They shall come to her and beseech her, the star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Yeah. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her.
Right, so that goes back into Revelation 18. Right, those other nations are standing far off. When they see the destruction of America, they're going to bewail, because sure, America, you understand, they get the delicacies, they get the riches, right? But the Most High coming to destroy America, right? With ICBM nuclear missiles and the chariots of flaming fire. That's something.
Now, see, America made them free.
Can.
Now, when it comes to the land, they're free to be homosexuals and sluts.
Come on, the free and land of the brave or something. So.
Yeah, it's true. Women to walk in the Revelations, and there a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood, and the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died because of the waters, because they were made bitter. And that wormwood, I talk about the water was literally bitter. I mean, it was polluted from nuclear pollution. That great star was that ICBM. Alright? Bitterness. If you watch this movie, The Divide, when a nuclear holocaust, and guess what? They couldn't go outside because everything outside was polluted. They can't drink the water. In this movie, the day after, it's showing you that everybody who was outside, the hair started falling off, the skin started burning up. Because why? Because of nuclear pollution. Alright? And you couldn't drink the water. Alright? Well, guess what? The Most High is going to secure Israel, because the Lord said in Isaiah 65, I believe, he said, my servant shall drink, but he shall thirst. Alright? The Lord is going to secure Israel, and the Lord is going to dry up all the seas. Right now, you see the seas drying up. Bahamas, it had this other sea, I can't remember, it going back. Where the hell is it going? Alright? It's going away because God opened the
Falls
fountains underneath to suck in the water. I was watching a video, and they say it have under the earth crust, it have like a water mass 4 times as much as the sea, according to ESO. In a sense, the Lord causing the water to go back into the earth, just like He did with Noah, the time of Noah. Alright? It's Isaiah 34 verse Go ahead.
No, I ain't get yet. No, I ain't get you.
What's gonna be from verse 1?
From 1.
But go ahead, you take. I've actually got to be from 9. Go ahead.
From 9? Yeah. Alright. What do we read from 9?
Well, let me read the one and then you go read it.
Can.
Isaiah 34 verse 9. That's not verse 8. It says, for it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, the year of His recompense of the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust into brimstone, and the land thereof shall be burning pitch. And it shall not be quenched day, night, nor day, and the smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation, and it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever, but the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owls also and the raven shall dwell in it. So America is going to be a great zoo. Alright? And shall be stretched out upon the lines of confusion and the stones of emptiness.
A zoo of unclean beasts.
A zoo of unclean beasts.
This is Habakkuk 3 verse 8. It says, was Yahweh displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation.
So that should the chariots now coming to the burning. The scripture talk about the spirit of burning. Alright? And that is the Lord going to have the Lord scripture say, I've come to set to kindle fire upon the earth. Alright?
It says thy bow was made quite naked according to the oaths of the tribes, even thy word, Selah. Thou didst cleave the earth with rivers. So the rivers will get dry because you cleave the earth with rivers. Where the rivers was, it end up getting dry. You understand? So it's like you just see earth there now. You know?
It's Joel chapter 1 verse 19. O Yahweh, to thee will I cry, For fire had devoured the pastures of the wilderness, and flame had burned up the trees of the field. The beasts of the field shall cry also unto thee, for the rivers of waters are dried up, and the fire had devoured the pastures of the wilderness.
Yo, the day of the Lord coming, and when the day of the Lord coming, it's going to be terrible. For waters in the sea to dry up, you know how much heat that would be.
Hey, you're drying up now before the missiles hit.
You understand?
You know?
This is Micah chapter 1, 2 to 4. Hear all ye people, hearken o earth, and all that therein is, and let the Lord power be witness against you, the Lord from his holy temple. For behold, Yahweh Shai cometh forth out of his place, and will come down and tread upon the high places of the earth. And the mountains shall be molten under him, and the valleys shall be cleft as wax before the fire, and as the waters that are poured down a steep place. Right? So the same thing is saying, if he come in and even the mountains will not turn into molten rock before he goes side. You understand? That's why even the scripture say the mountains say, why we need a place to hide ourselves. You understand? Terribleness of the Lord. Isaiah chapter 13 verse 9, it says, behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Right, and that land is the land of the United States of America. That's going to be laid completely desolate. Alright, what I say 5,000 square miles? 5,000 square miles of land going to be completely desolate. There are people there, there are animals there. You understand? Cars, buildings, boats, beaches, houses. Yeah? 5,000 square miles, I think, if I'm mistaken.
I gotta check it. How much? 3,000? How much?
3 million square miles.
How much? I'll check it out.
He look here.
I have Apostle Tarsi 5,000 square miles.
This is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 15. And Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall shake his hand over the river, and shall smite in the sea, and make dry shut.
Here. It's Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy it of Jacob, said the Lord.
Yep. So Most High going to utterly destroy the house of Jacob. You know? Most High going to utterly destroy. Yo, we going to be protected. As this clown big shack say, protected it. Once we do the Most High work. You understand? But what the scripture, brother, now read there, say that the Most High going to dry up rivers, streams, all of that. You know how terrible that power that would be?
Hey.
See,
man. Yeah, for all these cons and them who in Egyptology, they talk about, like for example, I was talking to one and I was saying, hey, look in England, look at that phenomenon that happening in Australia and it was happening in England. And you see the size of foam now, boy. And I was bringing it back that it could be the Leviathan, you know? It's like, nah, that just happen every now and then the earth just clean itself. I think these people have no faith. You understand? Because I still bringing it back to something spiritual now, boy. They say, nah, it's going to exist and all this thing, and he's talking about the God of the Hebrews who exists. And he's talking about Aman-Ra and all that kind of bullshit now, boy. You understand?
I say something real quick, as I was talking about Leviathan now. I was watching an article with our book on. I can't remember what it was, one of them Moabite countries. And she was by the sea, picking up seaweed. But she back was turned to the ocean. And when she turned around, like the ground behind her rose over her. No earthquake, nothing. She turned around and the ground was like literally like something was raised up out the ground. You understand? No earthquake, nothing.
Yeah.
The speed I was running with it will not be no joke, no?
Make boat look slow.
You understand? The speed I was going with.
Oh God. Yeah, these people, hey, Yahweh, the scripture say Yahweh, he said, he gave the commandment and said the bounds that the sea can't cross. Right? And now he telling the sea to recede. He drying it up, he just telling it to recede, the thing going nowhere. Because according to Eastward theory, right, the water does evaporate and make clouds. You understand? So why is sky not, if the water disappears from the sea, why is sky not filled with clouds?
They were saying that the Python, I mean the sea was foaming like
yeah.
This is Job 41 verse 31. He maketh the deep to boil like a pot. He maketh the sea like a pot of ointment.
You understand? So yeah, spiritually, I was judging the situation as being Leviathan. But the Egyptologists, brilliantly, he's a fucking Jake. Two-thirds. You know, but he believe in Aman-Ra. Their whole duty was just to denounce the Hebrew Israelite. You know?
But what if some did not believe?
Can't. Let
You so he's an Egyptian, or you don't know God, but let we say all these Egyptians, all their forefathers believe in a whole set of fucking dumb idols. Who the God of the Hebrews showed that there was no God. That is why all they believe there are no God now.
Hey, you know the marvelous thing about this? Is that all this is what the Lord gonna do for Zion. All this gonna happen for Israel's sake. All that destruction will coming is for the elect's sake. There's Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Can't. So your unbelief ain't gonna change what's coming. Your unbelief ain't gonna change the judgment. You just like an ostrich. So your unbelief will make you pay head in the dirt. That don't mean your body ain't gonna get chopped off from it. You understand?
And who taught them the Egyptology? Because that Jake guy, who taught you the Egyptology? Only books they reading about Egyptology is the white man. But they were the archaeologists that went into Egypt and studied Egypt. They were the ones who watched the hieroglyphs and so-called say that, so-called translated and said that this means that and that means the other.
But you is an Egyptian.
But you, yeah.
And you need Esau to translate your writing. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 22. For a fire is kindled in my anger and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. I will heap mischief upon them, and I will send my arrows upon them, and they shall burn, and they shall be burned with hunger, and devoured with burning heat, and with bitter destruction. I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them, and with the poison of serpents of the dust.
Hey, you know one thing too, because what did I realize? I was just thinking about it, right? With all these different artifacts and things that the archaeologists found, which were so-called white men, right? And for example, the other day when ISIS was the new thing after Al-Qaeda was ISIS, they went into Palmyra and they was destroying all these statues and stuff. All these things give credence to the God of the Israelites. Because all these things were spoken about. The Assyrian king, Shalmaneser V, you know, the different Babylonian worship, whatever they would have had across in Iraq. You understand? All these things, even the Egyptians give credence, the pyramids, they give credence to the God of Israel. Because the scriptures speak about these things, and all these things validated by the artifacts that they found. You understand? So they've been, actually, the scriptures say the Lord blind them.
In the verses Predator, when they show about the pyramids, they say basically it was the gods, because that's how they had the predators. They say the gods is who come down and teach them how to build or how to civilize, however the case is. You understand? And they had the chariots and all that kind of thing, which is who? The alien versus predators now. Right? Where they show the creditors was the one who teach them how to build the pyramids and whatever the case, but you know, that spirit was given unto Joseph, who they call Imhotep.
Psalms 82 verse 6.
Son.
Yeah, God. Come like that video, you know, you quarter. The video that you sent. Like when the man was breaking the dog, I was watching it and I was telling my demon, I say, all what they saying Yah is Yahweh, and what they saying Elohim, right? That's supposed to be Alahayab, plural gods. Right? So you talk about the Most High, you talk about the gods, right? So Yahweh Shai and the angels was the Alahayab. Right? And back then we were still more pure, so we had a little bit more strength and more power.
You say now.
This is Job 35 verse 10. But none said, where is Yahweh my maker, who giveth songs in the night, who teacheth us more than the beasts of the earth, and maketh us wiser than the fowls of heaven. So is the most side is gain our knowledge. The scripture say with him is wisdom. You understand?
Scripture is Numbers, when he basically gave quality spirit, like teach each man skill how to build the stone cutters, the pour that skill. So, not to say the nations don't know who built the pyramids and whatever. It's Jake, the Egyptian never built nothing.
All our wickedness, that the whole being ruled blindly by, as what you remember, anybody who watch the video I sent up with the woman masons? Yeah, the woman masons. Yeah, they're exposing it. It take a bit to expose, eh? You understand? All the time, all the men was in secret. You understand? But the women actually had the BBC cameras inside the Masonic halls. You understand? And you see the well, they didn't show you the rituals, but you see the different symbols and whatnot. You understand? You see the chair, all them have a throne with gold. Right?
All Arab,
yeah, them have a golden throne, a golden chair. You understand? All these things, the wickedness of this world ruled by. When you watch a woman, them women look like old witches too.
It's only old women.
It's only women. Well, that's the woman version of the lodge and the masons now, but two sects they have in London. Right? Well,
this is Exodus 35 verse 13. Moses said unto the children of Israel, see, Yahweh called by name Bezaleel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and had filled him with the spirit of Yahweh in wisdom, in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship. We was talking about earlier on.
Hey, and that's to show you too, when basically like when the Lord said, let there be light, whatever the case is, he gave out the order, and these men is the Alahayams is the one who, create everything. That's why the Most High could say, I alone created the heavens, I alone laid down the foundations, because we don't truly see alone. We don't have no credit to get from we, but right?
Created the heavens and the earth,
Can.
which is the elect, which is the angels, the elect.
Can.
That is why when he sent his son, he go and collect back the elect and never think back the earth again. Yeah. Who better to fix back the earth than the ones who created it?
Son and then meet up in so.
that's why he said, the Lord dwelleth with none but him that has wisdom.
Right.
Right? He gave them the wisdom in the beginning. That's why the word educate means to draw out. So you're just bringing them back out what we already had. The apostles was going through that with Prince. You said apostles, that was last Saturday. They was talking about Prince. Prince at 12 years old. Somebody to play a tune. Right? And Prince played, he said, hey, they're missing this, and he played better. And on top of that, he played fucking backwards. So Apostle Tara was saying that the Most High gave him that talent. He was doing it in previous lives. Same thing with Stevie, because Stevie Wonder is not Stevie Wonder, they were saying that too, eh? Stevie Wonder is not Stevie Wonder. Name is that, I think it was Miles Davis. How he could have played the different he blind and could have played all these different instruments. Yeah, he said, wow, he's a wonder. And that's why he got his name Stevie Wonder. I can't remember what his last name really was.
No, when I watch children, when they are born
sometimes a child might at an early age, you see them doing certain things that might be uncommon with the normal, but with a child that age.
So like yeah, what they say, what old people say, there's an old spirit come back.
There's an old spirit.
Yeah. Like I don't know if you remember it was some years back. I think it's a Moabite child who was a few, probably a year, a few months.
Yeah, it was just the other day. I feel it was just the other day.
Smoking and cussing, what kind of thing?
A big fat.
Yeah.
That was just last year or year before.
Last year?
But they are cussed. You see them? It's called. Yeah, and he's rolling his cigarette and flicking his cigarette on his fingers and thing. Because Elamites doing them kind of thing too.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 verse. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 1. He said, "This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both, which I stir up your pure mind in the way of remembrance."
Stir up your pure mind in remembrance. You knew something from before. You had something in the spirit from before. Stir it up to bring back that remembrance. Remembrance of what? Knew something before.
You know, like sometimes when in the world, certain things will be on your mind that basically you never heard about before, about the cases, and then when they come to the truth, they actually see it inside the scriptures, and it's like, hey, that's probably why I used to think about that, or about the cases, or it's certain things that just really and truly, Jake, they're really connected to the Bible. The spirit intertwined with the Bible.
This is Romans 10 verse 1.
You are what it is, you know.
Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to Yahweh for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have the zeal of Yahweh.
Yeah, they have the zeal of the Heavenly Father, the spirit, the searching for Him, they're all up in these churches. They're all over there, they want to serve the Heavenly Father, but they don't know how. They're searching all over. Right.
But not according to knowledge.
Yeah, not according to this knowledge. So as I said, the Jakes have that spirit in them to serve the Most High, but they just don't have that knowledge.
Alright.
And then some of them they really click back to that state that they was in. So why Most High call them lost sheep?
Because imagine your brother is saying a woman, them just do like all 40 days fast and thing, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, them just do all 40 days fast and thing.
But that's the fast joke here, but there's the fact that they're trying to serve something, trying to serve the Most High. Looking for the, you know what I mean? But they're just doing it in the wrong way. I would say, There was zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. You know?
When they're done, they'll jump to 11 and 7.
Hey, I have a precept for you, Selak, here. Just on what Yahweh brought, 2 Peter 3 verse 1. So this is 2 Peter 1 verse 12. Wherefore I will not be negligent to put you always in remembrance of these things, though ye knew them.
Though he knew them and knew something from before.
Nah, this is 2 Peter 1 verse 12.
You naturally had the laws with you from before. Go ahead.
And be established in the present truth.
Right.
Yea, I think it meet as long as I am in this tabernacle to stir you up by putting you in remembrance.
In this tabernacle world, in this
body,
the bodeg, right? To stir you up. When you have a glass of water and it's settled, right? Let me say a glass of Kool-Aid or whatever. The dregs is settled at the bottom. Let me just sleep in. When you stir it up, you know, you wake it back up there.
Can make it turbid.
Right.
Turbid, so you take all the drag, everything that's settled to the bottom and bring it back up to the top.
All the sweetness and the rest at the bottom of the glass. And then take it up, stir it up.
This is 2 Corinthians 9:31. For behold, I saw my law in you, and it shall bring fruit in you, and we shall be honored in it forever.
Done. Yeah, bring it up.
He's Baruch 3:36. It says I read from 35. It says, this is our power, and there shall none other be accounted of in comparison of him.
Yeah, no,
He had found out all the way of knowledge, and had given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved.
Nice one, nice. The covenants and the promises, which is spiritual power. Right? You know?
Did I say something?
Yeah.
So yeah, these things was already in us. You understand? So
already knew this stuff before.
hey, the spirit of the prophet subject to the prophet.
That's why we out here.
Can. So it has certain things. Hey, you know, sometimes you I think you're talking about it already. You're breaking down a script here, right? And sometimes something within you speaking, something clicked here, and it's like really actually it in accordance with the script here, like, hey boy.
Yeah, that does happen.
You understand? Sometimes certain like like it has certain times too, you know, from reading. That why reading is a good thing too. From reading, whatever. Somebody might ask you a question that was never asked you before, but from they ask you a question in one particular precept here, you understand, and something go just click with you, the spirit of the Most High, and say whap, and then they go whap, you cut here, bap, and you lead it, you ain't go off, you know, it go in accordance with the scripture.
Something that spirit that's bringing back to the Lord.
Can.
God say that, say my sheep will hear my voice. Don't know what I'm saying?
Just so
Is Matthew 10:19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
that water constantly fluid.
So like guys, that's a testimony because many a time you might encounter people to witness to do the job of evangelists, and you listen to them. And topics that you might not have studied in months. They might ask a question and you find that them precepts just flowing like if you had it right there last night. You know?
Someone made it wake up with the scriptures, man, wake up with scriptures in the head.
That is why too, you know, because the scripture brother no real. It's because the Father speaking is not the scripture say why glory like you as thou hasn't received this. Because really and truly, you know what we say, we don't have nothing to be proud about, we don't have nothing to boast of. But the scripture says in Jeremiah 9:24, if you could get it for man.
Jeremiah 9:24.
Yeah.
Verse 24, and it says, but let him that glorifieth glorify in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith Yahweh.
Yeah, can. So if you're glorifying, glorify in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because you never, you know, just wake up to the knowledge, you never just think it's the Most High who feed you. You understand? Paul, water, Apollos thing, the Most High get the increase. You don't boast like if, you know, the
Get
thing
on
is,
your own.
can.
John 10:26.
John 10:26.
You post like you just wake up from deep sleep.
Yeah.
And find out here's a light.
Or like these wicked ass.
Yeah.
I think it was Yakanan. I think it was Yakanan or someone of them. The Israel trying to refine. They were saying that. They were saying that. They was basically saying that they didn't learn it. They didn't learn get the truth from the apostles. From the apostles, you know that the Lord spoke to them. I think it was Nasir herself. The Lord spoke to him directly and give him the understanding of whatever it was.
Right, it's correct. That's why he believed with facts.
Lord of darkness.
You know what he said? He said, who shall go up and deceive Nazarite Allah that he will fall out of the truth? And I spirit said, I, and he said, oh. So I'll go and convince him the earth flat. And he said, go, and thou shalt prosper. Thou shalt prevail.
And behold, the Lord hath put a light spirit in them.
I think it's he talking about it. He's going to be destroyed with a super God kid.
Is he?
It's not he.
Is that he?
Same bad one.
He said the Babylon the greatest Vatican city. He said
That is what the Apostle Tom says, 5 square kilometers.
5 square.
I think it's that, yeah.
Vatican City.
Vatican.
Yeah, a population of about 1,000 people.
1,000 people.
That's what you say it's small. That you say
Oh,
it's small.
God. I missed it. 2 square miles.
2 square miles. 2 square miles.
Oh, yeah.
2 square miles.
Right, my man.
So you could run from across here to thing in less than how much minutes? That is the whole country. The whole of the Vatican. But it's who is the one that's talking about Yellowstone being the Yellowstone, the volcano.
Just another republic. There's some other. There's some other.
Is the height of pride. And as I said, I do all that disease now. Pride is a disease. Yeah, can. The scripture in Ecclesiasticus said that pride wasn't made for man, it wasn't given unto man. What the fuck you proud for? Nothing but scripture said nothing but earth and ashes. Yeah, why is earth and ashes proud? You understand?
If you're a real slave, you've been a proud slave. Puffed up your fucking head eyes. And there's none else beside you. That's the identity of a Edomite.
This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
That is so.
Can't.
We can't be in a fucking spiritual soul. You understand? We're so greedy again.
Yeah.
You know? We can't be in that spirit. The only thing we should covet is righteousness.
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
You understand?
To do right. That's something else here for you. This is Isaiah, right? Because we don't have nothing to be proud of, Jay. Right? This is Isaiah 40, verse 6. The voice said, cry. And he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all the goodliness thereof is as the flower of the field. The grass withered, the flower faded, because the spirit of Yahweh shall breathe upon it. Surely the people is grass, right? The grass withered, the flower faded, but the word of our power shall stand forever. So if you is nothing but grass before the Most High, the scripture said the Most High could just call back his spirit, all things turn to dust. Be proud of. Yeah, nothing to be proud of. Humble your ass, humorous, you understand it, from the earth. Control yourself. You understand the scripture saying, where's 1 Peter 5, I believe it's verse 8. Humble yourself under the mighty hands of Yahweh.
Just break it down to your lowest. See, break it down to your lowest now you can accept what we have to give you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I say humble yourself as one of these little children. Can't enter into the kingdom of heaven.
What's our
This is Ecclesiasticus 2, verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Lower state. Whenever you see certain things going on with you, for yourself, take it cheerfully. You know what I mean? The Most High proven it there.
Scripture says.
The Most High trying to get well.
So that the scripture that's in Ecclesiastes 8 and 3. You know, it say, I command you to, I basically charge you to keep the king's commandments, and basically when trouble come upon you, don't be hurried to take away now. You understand?
It's Habakkuk 2 and 4. All his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah, that is so-called white man. Jake Earl done
Bug you out. You bug the hell out. That's Jake. Jake finish it.
El Finito.
El Finito. Finito.
Yeah, so yeah, back to the precept that the brother just read, you understand? It said the soul that is in him is not upright. It's so-called white man.
He saw his spirit not upright in him.
Apparently this Jake, he was not upright in he neither acted. But say panda camera.
I tell you.
No, that'll give you feel.
Both sides of that. What's that? About? What going on here? One of them, Jonah 1 and 8. Because this here, right? This here is your true nationality right here. Right? We'll read it on film.
And some young folk, you know.
Because this year is the scriptures teaching you. Yeah.
Jonah chapter 1 verse 18.
Right.
Verse 17.
Only mad. Why he square up when he crossed by the police?
One on it.
Why he square up?
Jonah 1 and verse 8. It says, Then said they unto him, Tell us, we pray thee, for whose cause this evil is upon us.
I'll give Exodus. Come here, Exodus.
Did I get one more time, please? It says, What is that?
He actually repeated.
Jonah 1 verse 8. It says, Then said they unto him, Tell us, we pray thee, for whose cause this evil is upon us. What is thine occupation? And whence cometh thou? What is thine country?
Right, so you're asking Jonah, where you come from, who you is?
And of what people art thou?
Now, what people you come from? This is what this actually is about here,
And he said unto them, I am a Hebrew.
Is that what?
I am an Hebrew.
Go ahead.
And I fear Yahweh, the power of heaven, which had made the sea and the dry land.
Right, this is about your true nationality. Now you know where your true nationality is?
Well, I believe so.
Where
Well, I am Muslim, right? So I
according to
believe
the
in
scriptures then, where your nationality is?
My nationality is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
What?
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. I am Muslim.
What that mean?
That I believe in one God, and there's no the way to worship but him.
Yo, what do word Allah mean?
God. Then it is God in
right, so
it's English it is God, but in
right,
Arabic it
but the
means
word
one
God
and
is
only
it just means a power. It's a title then.
Well, not really. Well, that was the Lord, the Creator, who created it. That we call himself in the
Call
Quran.
himself a God.
Well,
so,
he is the God. He
so the
never
Prime Minister
call
call
himself
himself, what is the name of the Prime Minister?
Yeah, but...
Let's ask him.
I understand what you're saying, right?
Right, he must have a name.
Right.
Somebody get one. Where is his name from? You have to know when you call it, I know a long name is that I call, but it's not a name, it's really a title. You know Allah, when you say Allah, Allah means God, it means power, it's not a name.
So it's not a name, it's just...
No, it's just a name, it's just a
power.
It's a title. It's a title, it's not really a name.
If I could ask a question.
Yeah, no problem.
It doesn't really identify who it is you're speaking
about.
But
the Quran tell you who Allah is. See, they read the Quran, they understand who Allah is and why he calls him Allah. Because
who Allah is?
Allah is God who created you.
Yeah, but what God is?
God is 7 heavens above.
But this one tell you is a title. What God is, it just means power.
Well, with the power of the Almighty who created you.
If I could ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
All believe in the law of Moses, right?
Yeah.
So Moses was the man of God.
Yeah.
But didn't he give Moses a name?
Give Moses a name.
He gave Moses a name. He tell him, I am God, I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and this is my name. He gave Moses a name.
And he said Allah? Or he said Yahweh?
No.
He didn't say that.
No, in the Hebrew,
Yeah.
it's Allah. So he said, I am. He said, Allahaya, Abraham, Allahaya, Yatazaka, Allahaya, Yaquab. Zashamia, Zakar. That's my name and memorial.
So all I believe in Moses and he so what all I believe in I have
Let me not leave off of the question you asked, right?
What all
I was
about
asking you, what's your true nationality now?
My nationality.
What you call it, not nationality?
But that is my nationality.
That can be a nationality.
That is my nationality.
What you wouldn't
that is, well, if I call nationality, then I'm a Trinidadian because I'm born in Trinidad. But you're telling me I'm not a national because
no,
I'm
but that is not a nationality. Where you're born is not a nationality.
So what a nationality is? Explain to me.
Nationality, the word nation comes from the word NATO. It means seed.
So the nation, well, my nation is Islam. So my nation is Ummah. So that
Islam
is my identity. That was an extent here.
Hold on. Islam is a religion.
Yeah.
It's not that is the religion of the Arabs. Is that Arab?
I'm not an Arab, but that's not the religion of the Arabs. Muhammad.
What Muhammad was?
Came here for everybody.
He was
last and
Muhammad.
Final message.
Muhammad, you say?
He came for everybody. He came for the Arabs.
What was his message?
His message was there's one God to worship and worship him alone.
That is his message.
And to follow this ship, from Adam goes straight back, from Adam goes straight down to Prophet Muhammad.
That is his message.
Peace and blessing upon him. And the hereafter and the life.
Ask you something. What was his message?
His message?
Yeah.
Was to believe in one God and there's nobody worship but Allah.
That is his message.
Yeah, that's his message he brought across.
That is any message to you?
Yes, that is an important message to me.
What's the importance of that?
Because it tells me to believe in one God and one God alone, not to worship anything but my God and
yeah, but that is a message. Everybody knows it to be God.
Yeah, but you see, the thing about it, you see, you have a scripture on, right?
But
I have the Holy Quran, which have never been interfered in 1439 years, okay? That is the oral. If you read the Quran, no man couldn't come up with the Quran. You think it's having the Quran from 1400 years ago that they just discovered because of science in the Quran. But I didn't come here to argue, I just came here to understand what you're preaching.
What's Surah 240 say?
240? Yeah. I don't know, I'm going to pull it over. 240, right? So, Surah 2,
yeah.
verse 14.
But I had the cattle when the prophecy was given to Isaac and Jacob. I had a matter.
Let me find out what the Quran says. You believe in the Quran or the scripture? You believe the Quran is the truth?
I believe the Quran is the truth. That's the last and final message.
You understand what the Quran says?
I understand. Well, I can't say I understand the Quran because I've read the Quran in English, but in Arabic a different thing. But I haven't really go diverse into it.
So you sure it in tampered?
Because
so you sure it in tampered with?
It's not tampered.
How you so sure?
Because
you born a Muslim?
I was never born a Muslim. I read good because everybody is born a Muslim.
Exactly.
You was born a Muslim. Muslim means submitting to your creator.
When you could transform that, alright, you could say today is a Muslim. What is?
As a Muslim, I believe that I go and do the right things.
So anybody could be a Muslim, right?
Well, alright, yeah, anybody could be a Muslim.
What is? That is not a nationality.
But
that is a religion. Anybody could join a religion and say I a spaceman today.
I understand what you're saying. So you, alright. So continue down the road and tell me what so you have a nationality. What is your nationality?
The nationality is not based on a land I was born in.
Okay. Is the roots and the genes inside there where you come from and
read Genesis.
So if you're born on a plate.
If you're born on a plate,
if you're born on a plate,
on a boat in a specific ocean, what do you call yourself?
I will call myself a Muslim. Now I'm trying to tell you because everybody was born Muslim, but you're telling me
so what would the Chinese man go call himself?
A Muslim.
A Muslim is a
you would understand where I'm coming from. Because you understand your ideology of
you understand my ideology?
I understand that.
Why did I know that?
About that it can't, Islam is a religion and it can't be answered because everybody could be a Muslim, right? And it's one.
Right, you can come this one and say, well, what? I want to join this.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright,
yeah, tell them to get here.
Brother asked a while ago, right?
Yeah, let me
The brother asked a while ago if you believe in the law of Moses.
Yeah.
Basically, the law of Moses to write It says, somebody give me Amos 3. Amos 2:11.
2:11.
Yeah. There's Deuteronomy 17.
That's something from the Quran for you to back up, I believe.
There's Deuteronomy 17 verse 6. You listen tonight. Listening?
Yeah, listen to
Deuteronomy 17 verse 6. At the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death. But at the mouth of 1 witness shall not he be put to death. Alright? And when you go to the scripture and somebody give us John 8:13, I believe. John 8:13.
John chapter 8 verse 13. Reads. John 8:13 says, the Pharisees therefore said unto him, thou bearest record of thyself. Thy record is not true.
Because it said in the law, testimony of true or the witness of two is true. So exactly. Now give me yours.
Amos chapter 2 verse 11. And I raised up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel, said Yahweh?
Was Muhammad an Israelite? Muhammad was not from Israel. Alright, good. It also said one of the children of Israel unto them was given the gift of prophecy, right? So all the Lord said that Israel was given as prophets, and Muhammad said they were given the gift of prophecy. Why call himself a prophet? Upon saying that, why say that he is the last prophet? Now if he is the last prophet, somebody give me 1 Kings chapter 17, I believe it's 10.
I can read something from the Quran for you.
1 Kings.
It might be 2 Kings.
17. That is what King Solomon is.
He rose up and
17, 2 Kings 17 verse 18.
2 Kings 17 verse 18. It says, therefore, the Lord...
No. Slack, that's night. Slack, my bad. Read that, I'll get fair. That's night.
This is from the cattle in the Quran, right?
What's your rated on what
Is the cattle chapter 6, verse 84.
1 Kings.
It's 1 Kings 19:10. I was right. It's 1 Kings 19:10. And then they go jump over to verse 18.
1 Kings 19:10.
Yeah, and then they go jump over to 18.
Right. So this is cattle, right? This is the backup what he read in the Bible. So start from 83. That was our argument which we gave to Abraham to use against his people.
Which he gave to who?
To Abraham.
Go ahead.
Against his people.
Scripture called Abraham, he said prophet. He was like called Abraham a prophet. Go ahead.
We raise him whom we will, degree after degree. For thy Lord is full of wisdom and knowledge. We gave him Isaac and Jacob. All three we guided, and before him we guided Noah, and among his progeny, right, or his seed, David, Solomon, Job, Joseph, Moses, and Aaron. Thus do we reward those who do good. And Zachariah and John, and Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, and Elias, all in the ranks of the righteous, and Ismail and Elisha, and Jonah and Lot. And to all we give favor above the nations. To them and to their fathers and progeny and brethren, we choose them and we guided them to a straight way. This is the guidance of Allah. He giveth that guidance to whom he pleaseth of his worshippers. If they were to join other gods with him, all that they did would be vain for them. These were the men to whom we gave the book and authority and prophethood, right? If these their descendants reject them, behold, we shall entrust their charge to a new people, which still is Israel, who reject them not. And we could go through the scriptures to prove all of that. What the Quran says.
Right, so, this is 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 10.
Muhammad, the self-proclaimed prophet, right? The self-proclaimed prophet said that he's the last prophet, right?
Yeah.
Let me give you the scripture.
1 Kings 19 and 10. And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord power of hosts, for the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars and slain thy prophets with the sword, and I, even I, only am left.
So Elijah thought he was the only prophet left.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
It's actually coincided with what he just read there, no?
Yes,
If they forsake him. Right?
You understand?
Right?
Go ahead.
And they seek my life to take it away, because what he take it, they not knew him, and he gave it to the Gentiles, right?
Go ahead.
Verse 18. It says, yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel, and all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, and every mouth which had not kissed him.
Yes, he does say, hey, I still have prior prophets on reserve. I have prophets on reserve. How you short it? Alright, so alright, just now, somebody give me Jeremiah 28, I believe it's verse 8.
Jeremiah.
Said the prophets.
What does a prophet do? What does a prophet do?
A prophet comes to teach you word of Allah. What the word of God. Like this Allah, the word of God, there should be really straight and narrow and follow rules and guidelines of God. Not even wait. That's what a prophet is put on the equator.
What does the word prophet mean? What does the word prophet mean? The word prophet, pro, means before, prophesy means a what? To tell, or to speak. So all that whole long riddle, you know, they're saying it, they have nothing to do with prophecy or prophet.
But Muhammad peace and blessing upon him, spoke. He used this right in the Quran.
If he is the last prophet, right?
Yeah.
What was his prophecy?
His prophecy was simply the last and final word of the religion for mankind to
follow. Of the what?
Of the religion.
Of the what?
Of the what?
Of the what? Of the what?
Repeat.
The last and final word of the what?
Of the Lord, of the God.
No, that's not what you just said. You said it twice. You said it twice. The last and final word of the what?
Religion.
No, you said it twice. You said religion. And that's why you can repeat. That's why you have them phrases down and it's in your heart. Because this religion was taught. It wasn't taught the Most High.
That's right. And the brother here will prove it to you.
Go ahead.
This is Bible yeah, let the scripture come.
Jeremiah 28.
Let the scripture come.
This is Jeremiah 28 verse 8.
Let me see the prophets used to do.
The prophets that are
The
prophets that are before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
What is it?
Prophesied both against many countries.
They told before time against many countries. Go ahead.
And against great kingdoms of war.
Of war
and of evil and of pestilence.
Of war, of evils and of pestilence. Your book, the Quran, just validate the men who are the prophets in this book. Wait, hold up. The Quran just validate all the prophets of this book that prophesy of what? Read it over again. Verse 9, read it over again.
The scripture says,
I was reading verse 8.
I'm not declining that there was prophets. But I'm not saying there was prophets. There was prophets said by the one and only God.
What was the prophecy of Allah or the prophecy of Muhammad?
Prophecy of Muhammad Sallallahu must have been the final and last word of messenger, last word of God.
What was the last word?
The last word of God was Islam, to submit yourself to the Creator.
And how is that going to save you from the destruction that is coming?
Because Sallallahu teaches us a way to stay away from hellfire and a way to get into Jannah, which is your 5 daily prayers. Every day you have 5 prayers, which is Fajr, Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. Them 5 daily prayers Allah subhanahu to Allah gave Prophet Muhammad so we could stay away from the hellfire. I know that this life is nothing for us. If you read the Quran and you understand what is going on in the world,
let's read the Quran too.
I see it not than me because I'm not putting my religion, but
slow down.
But alright, for me, before asking that question, there's one more thing. I want to make sure everybody understands it. See, I reason with religion, but Islam for me not a religion. For me is a way of life. It's a way of life. It's not a way. It's not a religion only. Religion touches how to manage money, how to have relationship with business. Teach you everything how to do. If people say that life didn't come with a manual, the Quran is a manual. I understand what they're saying.
Because anyway, forget that. You get one and brush your teeth.
I get one and brush my teeth. I get one and pray. I try to pray every morning.
And you bathe.
I must bathe.
Right? You just put on a clean drawers.
Yeah, I must do myself.
You leave the house.
Yeah.
You know what you do? You're doing that religiously every day. So anything could be a religion. anything can be the word religion go back to the Greek word relegate, which means to what restrain.
Restrain.
To
Yeah, but
to restrain.
When you're talking, you keep going back to a religion. So it's just a religion.
It can never be just a
It's not
religion.
a nationality.
But only live over the read in the Bible, right? The Bible is not from Christianity.
No.
You know where Islam come from? Hold on.
I don't blame him, no.
Yeah,
I don't blame him. Because that we word against yours.
Yeah, sure.
You saying the Quran is God word. We say the Bible is God word.
It is God word, but
what's the difference? What's the differences?
Exactly.
We proven it, and you can't prove it.
I can't prove it because I have lack of knowledge, right? I don't have the authority and knowledge.
And if you
to
have
speak
lack
about
of knowledge,
Islam.
what you should be doing when it come up here?
I just came up here to understand what it is. I always see people in comments. I came understand, but you see whenever passion inside of here and you want to talk about something, you just get around because I believe in
if you want to learn some, what you just do?
You listen and you understand. But I'm sorry, but it's just emotion inside of me because
because where you come out from is what we was into.
Axel Akia.
And we come into what we call the truth.
This is the precept you read earlier, Romans 10 or 1. You read earlier.
Read Romans 10.
I want to say, so this is Jude 1, well Jude verse 3. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you, right? And exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith.
It should be what?
Earnestly contend for the faith, which was once delivered unto the saints.
Right. Now, watch me. Read that.
I'm asking this question before
10 and 1.
I'm asking this question before you. Now, as I said, it's our word against yours. You know, and Habakkuk said at the end it shall speak and not lie. So, the Bible is speak for itself.
Okay.
Now, every time you go on TV, there's always see even them doomsday preppers, every time they talk about the end days, they go into the Bible, they don't go to the Quran.
Okay.
So now, if Muhammad was the last prophet, his voice supposed to echo unto eternity. Because his words is the Most High words. So whatever prophecy he tell, supposed to be still resignated right now. So now, what is the prophecy that Muhammad told of the end? What to look for at the end?
Many things.
Give me one.
Give me one prophecy.
One prophecy.
One thing is the sunrise. The sun will rise.
That is not a prophecy.
That is a prophecy.
How?
What is sunrise?
What is that prophecy? You know what is that prophecy?
That is a prophecy.
You know what is that? Hold on. Let me understand words. Let me understand words first. Let me understand. Break down the word prophecy for the brother.
Yeah, this is the board. This is the book of Babylon Timbuktu. Right? Yeah, this is from Babylon Timbuktu, and this is the board of Islam, right?
You don't want to put on
yes, put it. It's at the time of the birth of Muhammad, right? He said what their international event of condition operated. He said the answer. He said the answer to this question is necessary for the comprehension of the emergency of Mohammed Empire, right? I'm gonna just jump down and get straight to the point, right? I jump on page 45. He said, after Muhammad became a car driver, he traveled to the remote and in Gathering lands. He said he lead his caravan to the Persian, Syria, and Egypt, transacting business with merchants of every kind of his business trip. He said he met Jews, Christian, and member of other sects.
I'm asking this question. Was Muhammad an Arab? You sure? Yeah. He was a son of Ishmael?
He was a son of one of the legacy, I'm not sure.
You sure?
Yeah.
You already had it?
Yeah, I had it.
You had it already?
I had it at one Muslim, but I had it.
Where that?
Yeah, he said he interrogate them concerning the tenets of their religion. He said that frequently the environment of the Jews and their rabbis, the God right? He said mostly because they were merchants, right? And he said the omnipotence ethnic group, yeah. He said, because he could not read or write, his ears were attentive.
Right, hold on. So if, let's say, right, if he couldn't read or write,
he was on letter prophet.
He
couldn't read or write. I believe he couldn't read or write. I tell you the truth, he couldn't read or write. But
so how we come about the scriptures?
Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the angel Gabriel and sent him down with the challenge. That's how the Quran and people write down after a while.
Go ahead.
That's why the Quran can never be lost and will never tampered because it's
It's
we could show all them books and we'll never get it back. The Quran will show all the books you see, we can get it back.
Hold on.
That's what I
You can't prove what you're saying, but
I
go
can
read
prove what I'm saying. If you show all the Bibles in the book, we'll never get back that knowledge because nobody have memorized the Bible to that point.
What you're saying?
If it's all what?
Moses wasn't there when the earth was created. He didn't see when Abraham left in the land of the Chaldeans. He didn't see when the Most High gave Adam one of his closest relatives to marry. He wasn't there.
What close relative you make his wife? I don't have no children. The boy don't have no children.
He took a close relative from Adam's family and gave him to wife.
We didn't have Adam and we had nobody else but Adam. Adam was the first man to be created. I am certain of that.
In what book you said that?
The Quran said that the Bible said that. The Bible never said that was the first man.
The Bible never said that.
So who was the first man to be created? Who created the first man?
The Bible never said that.
Who created the first man?
It said about the first spirit. Which was his son.
Yeah, but he had to create,
the scripture never said anything about the first man.
The first man was Adam. Adam blew his raw, his soul entered, but now he's alive.
So let me ask you,
why you believe in that?
I don't understand what
the Lord blow his spirit in the cows and the sheep. No. So that they're supposed to be
because he makes see that as you all know that's the gift you have.
Because you understand that wasn't even talking about that. That wasn't even talking about that. That was not talking about that. That was talking about wisdom, knowledge and understanding. God gave Adam the laws verbally.
Yeah, but he did do that, but he also blowed his soul into him. Because
so
anybody can throw up.
Lord blow your soul in you.
Lord
blow your soul in you.
The angel came down when I was in my womb and the soul put
into
me.
In your womb?
Yes, in my mother womb. My body, my mother womb, and put the soul in after 3 months, I believe.
Angel came
down and put the soul into the
after 3 months.
About 3 months.
Where that is written?
You know, so watch, right? You know, you can go on YouTube, right, and see when an egg is fertilized, right? And doing the ultrasound. Because there are two forms of ultrasound. When it's fertilized, it becomes an embryo and it becomes a fetus, right? Which is before 3 months. They have an internal probe that they send to do the ultrasound too. And they actually see the fetus moving. And if a fetus could move, what I mean, it's alive.
Yeah, but have no soul in it.
Sperm swim and go up inside.
Have no soul in anybody.
That's how. John 1. Somebody get John 1. Somebody just get John 1. John 1. Look how this one. I'm going to debunk what you just said. John 1, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
This is John 1,
right.
verse 1, right?
John 1, starting at verse 1.
John 1, verse 1.
Go ahead.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God.
The Word was with God. Go ahead.
And the Word...
You don't know what you're saying.
You're not supposed to speak.
And the Word was God.
You're a rookie in your religion. You're a rookie in your religion.
I will agree. I didn't get the guy, I just came to understand.
Muhammad was a white man.
He was not a white man, he was an Arab.
No.
First of all, Arab is not a nation of people.
No.
Why is it that?
No, it's not, because I could go and call myself an Arab. The word Arab, I think it means wanderer, wandering man. It's not.
Yeah, read it.
Go ahead.
Because like, you know in the hadith, it said Muhammad was white, right?
Well, the skin color, I'm not too sure, but I know he's an Arab. He was one of the Arabs.
Yeah, he was a mixture of people, but he was a so-called Caucasian.
So you see that is a white power kind of thing coming in, right?
Yeah, because it's the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church was the one who financed that whole Islamic thing.
That feels so nice. That is a fact.
Where Khadija was a Roman nun, a Roman Catholic nun.
Khadija, his wife?
Yes.
What
he was a thing driver, right? They don't have any money. Where he get that money to fund the army?
Campaigns, you understand?
Where he get that money to fund the army that he had? Let's ask him.
Well, Khadija did help him out. He had Uncle Abu Talib before he died.
The Roman Catholic Church gave Khadija the money to get somebody to fund the army so they could go to fight the Christians, so-called Christians, for the land to give it back to the Catholics. That is how we get that money to fund the army.
Yeah, but that
and you know
army
what
didn't
happened?
start up, they start up in Mecca. Before the army was squared, they had an army.
But next thing too, what going on, remember the Roman Catholic Church wanted to get all people underneath their orders, but they couldn't get the Arabs. Arabs and them had a vote for everything here.
Yeah, now why proper money?
Right, so they sell out spies to say here it is going on, and profit going on our rights. So they raise up one among their people who they know.
They raised up one?
Yeah, that was
alright, so
just now. He was funded by the Roman Catholic Church. Now let me ask you this. You believe in Santa Claus?
No, I don't believe
You don't believe in Rudolph?
I don't believe in Rudolph.
Why not? That's the flying reindeer, but you believe in a fucking flying donkey.
No, I believe in a flying donkey. Or the Mirage. The Mirage that probably was trying to went up to the 7 heaven above my head alone and get the Salah. I believe in that.
Yeah, but you believe in Santa Claus.
I believe when you die, that when you're going to answer 3 questions in the grave. What is your religion? Who was your Lord? What was your religion and who was your prophet? And when you die, you're going to answer them 3 questions. I wish you the best. It was very nice over there. It was very nice. I bumped the scene though. It was very nice.
You going?
Yeah, I go on now. I had a long night. I just came to understand religion, but it didn't really know.
Religion?
Well, understand what they teach you. I still understand what
One thing before you go. You can understand just one thing to...
That really say quick back there, my brother, they say, right?
Why?
Back in the Bible. Listen to this, right? He said, back in Bible Timbuktu, right? Page 88. He said between the 2nd and 3rd century, the black Jews of Arab continued to migrate across the Red Sea to Ethiopia, the largest exodus of the Jews occurred during the persecution by the Arabs, led by Muhammad. He had said, it's misunderstanding, this is history. He said, he had said on his dying bed, he want Islam to be supreme throughout all Arab.
Islam,
to be supreme.
Who said that?
Muhammad.
And his dying bed, he said it's Ummah, it's Ummah. All of it is part of proper Messiah Ummah.
No. But you can't leave it without answering your question, right?
If they deny, you deny.
You can't leave.
All of us are from.
You can't leave without answering your question. You didn't answer your question yet.
No, I have no question.
We didn't answer what prophecy he prophesied about.
He said the moon rising from the west.
The moon is not a prophecy.
He said the moon rising from the west.
Look, give me
a prophecy. I got something.
Maximus. According to the law of Moses, it says, you shall have no other gods before me, right?
One God.
Alright, good. And I hear about the Cobblestone. I hear about Cobblestone.
The Cobble.
Alright, a small idol with a moon and a star on the chest.
That was symbolize Islam.
That was what Africans used to worship. So, what does the moon and the star represent in Islam?
Well, that came about, but there's not really have a sign as well.
What does the star?
I'm not too sure, but it have a meaning thing. But as I tell you before, it does not. That doesn't
be always ready to give a man an answer. So no, if
no, but such an experience,
you had to be able to give an answer.
Well, like, my understanding question, I can answer that part. I'm telling you, in Islam, see the star on the moon doesn't represent. It doesn't. Islam does. There was never a religion of science. You see how Christians had the cross and a religion had the this and that. Reason that don't have no science. But had using the star and had a story about how the star using the star and you want to describe Islam, but that we never had a sign.
Why let's have it on the mosque? Which one? The star, if you go on the
right in Marcus St. Joseph.
Every mosque.
See, when I say James, you are close to the
amphitheater. Star and moon,
but not amphitheater.
It's an image of Islam.
Right there.
Was never came about with
it's right there. It's right here too. Right? It's page 45, right? Bible Timbuktu. He said Muhammad was born many Arabs were still. When Muhammad was born, many Arabs were still worshipping the sun, the star, the spirits, and idols.
Who, the Arabs, right?
Yeah, the Arabs were worshipping the sun, the stars, the spirits, and idols. The Arabs possessed 360 idols, one for each day of the year.
And he cleared all the idols when he went and tried it.
This is brother was explaining today. Why?
But performance cleared all the idols out of the Kaaba.
The brother explained to you why they have the star thing on the chain.
But watch me.
Yeah, but that was never represent Islam. That's how it came about. But Islam is not about that.
Yeah, but we have to come to understanding what a prophecy is.
What is a prophecy, sir?
Bring out the prophecy from the mark of the beast. Let me show you what a prophecy is.
Revelation 13 verse 9.
Revelation 13 and 9. I will show you what a prophecy is. Because up to now you can't get my prophecy from the Quran.
But I just said it's somewhere.
That is not a prophecy. I'm going to show you what a prophecy is.
That's a sign.
No,
what?
that is madness. That is madness.
That's madness.
That is madness.
Because the Most High set up the ordinances of the heavens and they're not going to change. They're going to remain. They're going to remain the ordinances. The ordinances. Go ahead.
What does it do with this? Hold on.
It wasn't expanded every day.
What does it do with the sun and the moon?
The sun is the right from the west. If it have science, even science.
You understand what prophecy is?
What is a prophecy, sir? Because I tell you the prophecy that
a prophecy is to say before something that's going to happen.
But that's going to happen. The sun is going to rise from the west.
Doesn't this what?
The sun is going to rise from the west. I'm telling you that is going to happen.
I can read this real quick. Let me show you what prophecy is that.
Not going to happen.
Wait, say what happened?
Yeah, it can't be the
I have something to read for you.
You got something holding there. Go ahead. Yeah, you got something holding long.
Sunrise in the west of the Quran. Show you why you shouldn't believe in the Quran. How long it take Allah to build to create it?
Well, it was 7 years. One day was like, all I know, one day was like it was longer than it could be a while. It was a very long time.
The Quran say in Surah 32:5.
So like here, if I read it out, after I read that, you'll get Surah 2:40 for me. Second Surah.
It's Surah 32:5. He arranges every affair from the heavens to the earth.
Right.
Then its affair will go up to him. In one day, the space whereof is 1,000 years. Right? You know where they get off from? I come from 2 Peter 3:8.
I can read it for you.
Right?
I can read it for you.
Hold on. Let me get here. You're sure you're in the scriptures. When I take it out of the scriptures and put it in. Because which book came first?
9 times 4.
I don't think that came was the law. Well, I don't get some books.
The what?
Get some books.
You said the writing list now. The what?
I don't get some.
The law.
The law. Well,
which was what?
Law. Ages get some law. The law of the God. The law of the one and only God. That was sent down. So I don't get some law.
The law is the 5 books. The first 5 books.
Right? Nobody.
The Quran was nowhere wrong when the 5 books were written. Read that first.
Quran was the last book that told you.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8. He said, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing.
Okay.
That one day with the Lord as 1,000 years. He said, and 1,000 days and 1,000 years as one day.
That's how it's counted now. Read that back. Yeah, read that back for me.
Surah 32.
The Quran came to
the Quran
came to
contradict itself.
We will share the Bible. The Bible itself.
The contradiction just now.
That's all right.
It came to come from the past, the scriptures of the last, the scriptures before it, and it was the last revelation. It came to.
Alright, I will share some of the scriptures, right? Well, you know, tell me there. I will share some of the scriptures.
Let finish.
In Surah 32:5, he arranges every affair from the heavens to the earth. Then it will go up to him. In one day, the space whereof is 1,000 years. Alright? And then they say now in Surah 70:4, what they say? The angels and the roof, they say Gabriel, right, are sent to him in a day, the measure whereof is 50,000 years. So in one part of the Quran, they say in one day is 1,000 years. And then they say one day is 50,000 years.
But no, this is that, alright, it has 7 heavens, right?
No, there are 3.
It's confusion.
There are 3.
Which part?
There are 3.
It's confusion.
7 heavens are a movie, a sitcom.
Let's go versus the full 7.
We understand that it have more than 1 heaven, but where you get 7 from?
It has 7 heavens.
Where that in the Quran?
That is confusion.
Okay, good. No, read this one. Let me share some. why the Bible don't need the Quran or any other book. I will show you something. Read that. Read that for me.
When you get a chance, look up the Quran Hadith and Scholar. Look up that. That is I'm forgetting the name. That man that was actually writing, he was a man who was ruling with Muhammad. Basically, he was just jotting down things from the encounter with him from wherever they was. Right. Let me just give one. This it says Muhammad and cross-dressing. You know, it's called a cross-dresser in this time and this. What? A transvestite.
And it ain't no such word as transvestite, that's a nigga in a dress.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
It says what? So Salam went and talked with the prophet, but he did not respond to her. When the group asked her what the prophet said, she told him that he did not respond. So they asked her to go and talk with him until he responds. Then the prophet said to her, do not hurt me with Aisha, for the inspiration did not come upon me when I was in woman's garments except that of Aisha's. My next one, it says, O Salama, do not hurt me with Aisha, for by Allah the inspiration did not descend upon me while I was in the coverings of any woman except Aisha.
She just covers, she sells pretty. When you cover, you get inspiration. When you get inspiration, I mean you get revelation. I mean under Aisha, really she's not alone. Understand because you know that knowledge. I understand. I just can't explain myself and I'm not really versed, but I understand.
Yeah, we understand that. We understand where you're coming from, but we're just trying to show you.
That joking. That joke that went out of control. The Vatican and the Roman Catholic Church set up that to draw majority of the most of people away from the truth. Right, that's why we are using it to believing in something that you don't really understand.
I understand my religion completely. I just don't have practice and I don't have enough knowledge to speak about it. But I didn't keep
this. Who is the youngest you go have sex with again?
You want to start with
ask that question. Let's answer me. Who is the youngest you go have sex with again?
That is fabricated.
Big man thing, just answer. How is the youngest?
About that?
Who is the youngest you will have sex with again?
Answer that question.
Hey, because guess what? You can't tonight's makeup to because it have Muslims right now believe that they can have sex with that girl 9 years old. 9 years old. Right, so why they doing that? 9 years old. But the prophet didn't have just now. The prophet married a girl 3 years old. 3 years old. 3 years old. One man, a man had a daughter. A man had a daughter still sucking on him on her breast, 1 year old. And you tell me, father, if he's still alive, save her for him to marry. You gonna make a 1 year old child then?
You know the blessing that was that is Aisha.
He said that he blessed it, yes. Okay.
But
Max this. You have any children?
He didn't marry her 3
years old.
You
have any children? You have any children?
He didn't marry her at 3 years old.
You have a daughter? You have a daughter?
I don't have a child.
If you had a 1 year old daughter, you say you come here with your daughter in your hand.
I was Prophet Muhammad.
No, I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet. And I say,
I was going to say, it's Prophet Muhammad. So I said that nice.
Jega, what you buy
what son? You call it the most. I want a son. How would God create our son? Funny people have a son. Jesus was not the son of God.
Who he was?
He was a prophet. He was a prophet. They teach you good.
Hey, Rich.
We vexed you, know.
We vexed you. We know where you're coming from. You coming from a place of confusion.
We vexed you.
He's a product. Yeah, because what you say, right?
Only thing that matters in my life every single day is to wake up and bring my 5 salads. If I can do it every day and bring my 5 salads, my life is okay.
Hey, read this silly
brother. Practicing law of Islam and I know what I'm supposed to do. I have no problem that I'm not confused. But anytime I step out and I'm
show you something. I say something
that's going on in the world because the world is corrupted right now. The world is coming to an end.
That sun that will rise from the west.
Which one coming there?
We is the sun rising from the west.
Which one coming
Because
there?
of signs and major signs of the
What is
Bible.
the sign?
What is this
Signs
sign?
came out of the Quran and hadith from
What are
What are these signs?
What are they?
that 10.
Because you ain't see,
I know them, but I just-
you ain't see the sun move rise from the west yet, right? So that's
One
only
of
one
the
prophecy.
signs, one of the signs was women
We
will
see
be
sun
clothed
rising
yet
from the
naked.
west.
And that's going on today. Women have a clothes.
Years ago.
Nothing is new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun.
That's not a prophecy.
Bruh, you see the moon turn red?
Yeah.
You understand?
Actually,
That is a prophecy. So like, yeah, sir.
Actually, what is the signs we see it? Because we see the world going and just now, the same way you said it. Actually, what is the signs we see?
What is the signs we see?
The real scriptures and that Revelation 39 and 10, the mark of the beast coming to pass.
It is.
The microchip. Yes.
Microchip, he prophesied this?
And
This is a prophecy.
That's in the Bible.
That's not in the Bible.
I can't speak about Islam and religion, the signs, but it have signs and I can try. Right now, I just don't have the knowledge to
Yeah, but
speak
anyhow,
about it. But I know about them.
I just want to read something because you say something.
Let me ask you this. Let me go back to the law of Moses, right? What the law said about all nations going into slavery under Israel? What do you Quran have to say about that? What do Quran have to say about all nations going to be Israel slaves?
It's going to happen. It's going to come to Palestine one day because that's going on right now.
Who's
Israel?
Israel
Who?
is Jews on it.
Who's the Jews?
Who the Jews? Who's the Jews?
Who's the Jews?
The Jews is from it's have two different kinds of Jews.
That's a different species.
That they are
Two species.
they migrated to Jerusalem.
What does the word Orthodox mean?
What does Orthodox mean? What Orthodox mean? I have no idea.
The Jews that in Jerusalem right now, that call themselves Jews, they're Orthodox. Because Orthodox goes back to opinion. Right? It's their opinion that they are Jews. Somebody give me Revelation 2 and 9 and 3 and 9.
Just like the Falasian Jews, the word Falasia means false. Right?
This here is a prophecy.
I can't pick up on that guy. Oh, no. Just leave him.
Read the scripture.
And you don't even know it. And you don't even know it. You don't know it. Everybody but
Sorry, it is scripture. Let's study there.
I want to show you, we dealing with you.
The scripture.
We dealing with you. You see that?
That
That's a
is
demon.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We're not dealing with that.
But tell us something about Jesus Christ.
Revelation see what?
Jesus Christ.
Keep on. Watch. Listen to me.
Professional.
Watch where we can call in on there.
Because even Romans 15 and 3, you see that's why we just follow people. You see,
You want to argue with this man?
Listen.
we're not arguing, we're not speaking to you, we're not even speaking to you.
Revelation.
We reason with the man. You see Romans 15 and
I call first scripture.
I come to listen to
Go ahead.
But you know,
This is Revelation 3 verse 9.
Mayam.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not.
That's somebody calling
You
it
say Satan you call Satan Satan, right? Right, what does that mean? Shaitan. What does the word devil mean? It's two different words.
what the word Satan mean. He ain't giving the name yet.
What does the word devil mean?
Satan means what? Huh?
The one who inflicted evil.
What do you call that jinn?
The jinn is well, demonstrated before. The jinn is like well, we can't see them, but they can see us how we see them. But jinn, Shaitan was a jinn.
Why?
Shaitan was a jinn.
Where you say what devil means?
You don't understand, right?
God
You have so many prophets in the Bible. So many. What Muhammad do that make you believe he's the prophet of the Lord?
No.
Any madman could come and say, he's the, guess what? This man, what the man name in Ghana who make all them people drink poison?
Jim Jones.
Jim Jones. Suppose Jim Jones was Muhammad's reincarnation. How you proving that this man, don't say the Quran because he wrote it. He wrote it. He wrote it. He wrote it. Muhammad, he wrote it. Just now, the point and the fact is, he wrote it. So now, how you validating what this man writes? Just now, how you validating what this man writes? when Israel was in slavery, when Israel was in slavery in Egypt, you're familiar with that account? You're familiar with that account? When Israel was in slavery in Egypt, you're familiar with that account? And the Moses revealed it just now, and the Moses spake unto Moses. What did he do? What was the first thing the Moses did to make Moses believe? Yeah, that is God. What was the first thing? Well, as I said, see the fire. So guess what? He showed him something right there. Pause. Upon going into Egypt, no madman can come from the desert and come and tell me, let Israel go. What did he do? What did he do? 10 plagues. 10 plagues. I wasn't even 10 random plagues. It was 10 strategic plagues. So no, Moses didn't just come and say, hey, I meet God in the wilderness. We had a little talk. I stood on there for some time. Then he tell me go and tell Pharaoh, let Israel go. He didn't do that. He come with wonders. So no, tell me one of the wonders Muhammad do. Tell me one thing Muhammad do to show that, guess what? The more side dealing with teeth. One.
Your last and final.
Fuck, stop the moon. What was when he fell over that way you call the moon? Captain that way is called moon. Don't stop talking shit. Tell me one thing Muhammad do. Just now. I remember Moses put his staff in the air. I remember Moses put his staff in the air. And Israel was winning war. I remember the Moses stopped his son for Joshua to fight. I remember that. I remember the Moses tell Israel march around Jericho 7 times and the wall fall. Tell me what Muhammad do to show the Moses what he do. No, tell me what he say. Tell me what he do. Tell me what he do. Tell me what Muhammad do.
He split the moon.
He split the moon. My boy, tell me one wonder. Tell me he changed the pagan. The Pope come down here and change the pagan. Tell me what Muhammad do. One wonder, one sign, one miracle. Guess what? Peter walked by a man and his shadow healed the man. Tell me one wonder Muhammad do. Yahweh Shai walked on water. Tell me one wonder Muhammad do. So let me ask this, right? You know the people back then were skilled in astrology, right? You know the people were skilled in astrology, right? No, you know the people, back then people were skilled in astrology, right? All right or wrong? So no, Esau said the 31st of this month they're gonna have a blue moon. That means he knows he's a prophet on the most side. He does skilled in astrology. So last year he come off and say gonna have rain late and rainfall. That means he's a malord. The scriptures say, a wicked and adulterous generation. They say, can discern the space and the sky, the signs in the sky, but you can't tell the times. So no, tell me one sign Muhammad do to show he's a prophet. One miracle, one wonder. Elijah smite the water and it split in two. I know that happened. With the mantle, tell me what Muhammad do. He broke the Quran. Blasted Job and witness and then just bring 1,000 books for you. So that means them telling the truth. So how Muhammad telling the truth? Hey, just now, let me ask you something, right? Let me ask you something. If I tell you, right, you win a competition and you win $1,000, you gonna believe me? Depends on if I bring the $1,000, then I will say, hey, well, I'm always really telling the truth. But what if I tell you, right? The time coming that the government gonna implement martial law. They're gonna push the ark, the chip, which is the mark of the beast, and World War III gonna spark off. When it happens, When it happens, that is when they're going to believe and say, yeah, well, I'm always telling the truth. So now, tell me something that Muhammad prophesied. Tell me something that Muhammad prophesied. Tell me I want that. Tell me something man do. Moses still water into blood. Tell me something the man do. Tell me something the man do. That's one miracle. That's one wonder. Besides having sex with the little girls. Tell me one wonder Muhammad do. Tell me if Muhammad ever pray and make fire come down from the heaven. Tell me if Muhammad ever take water and saturate wood and make that burn. Muhammad ever make an ark and make idols fall down before it? Muhammad ever go out and fight with 8,000 men and kill 120? Muhammad ever kill 1,000 men with a jawbone? I asked about jawbone. He ever rip a lion in half? He ever kill a giant with a sink a stone in his head? The most ever make Muhammad leave over a wall and make bows of steel break on his hand? Tell me one thing Muhammad do that you believe he's a mad Lord. And that is it. And you realize you just fucking bugged out, just say them blasted Christians. You realize that yet? You realize that yet? All them say is good at Jesus. All them say, all you say peace be upon his fucking soul.
Islam is Christianity.
The Christians believe in blasted Santa Claus and Rudolph. You believe in Muhammad and the blasted flying donkey. Santa Claus had 1,000 little boys working with him in the North Pole. Muhammad believed when he dead, he gonna meet 1,000 little naked boys. What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? Tell me one thing Muhammad did that you will see as a prophet that the Most High sent me. Anybody can write a fucking book, boy.
But he didn't write it.
So who write it?
He was given the oral.
Who write it?
People write it after you cited it. Cited the Quran.
You know what recite means?
Let me ask you this question. You
know what to recite means?
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah, recite something because he didn't write.
Wait, you know what he was reciting? Watch, you know what the Quran does do? It does recite. You know what reciting? The scriptures.
Let me ask you this. That establishment over there behind you. Whitney. Boy. That establishment behind you. Whitney. KFC, right? Face on the billboard.
Jake, wake up.
Invented KFC. So they say, I done right. Was not Colonel Sanders. Was a woman, was a Negro woman. 11 different herbs and spices. You ever see white people cook? You never see white people cook? All the streets blasted salt and pepper. And it is be raw. 11 herbs and spices ain't come from the Edomites. But they tell you it's Colonel Sanders. Anybody can write a book. 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 Keep that in mind. Anybody can scream and talk about strong delusions. And that is not even a strong delusion. Because you even listening to yourself think. No, you're not. All you say is bring the Quran. And that is it. That is it. You ain't like to come out here and say, all right, we see Hebrews right. How? Because the Lord bring the Bible. And that is it. But you don't have nobody standing up out here, boy.
But usually see, but usually about two. So if, all right, so that will bring.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you, my Quran.
Somebody give us Psalm 6.